Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to our Monday live stream. And we are not playing RimWorld today because I can't imagine myself doing anything other than live streaming Baldur's Gate. I had a lovely weekend away this weekend. I went to my parents' house for the long weekend here for Hider on Manitoulin Island, which is a wonderful festival they do every year. It's so lovely, despite the fact that I didn't get to do much because of my effed up toe. I didn't get to walk around much or see much. Not even supposed to drink, which is a whole. It's okay. I brought some non-alcoholic beer, so I was fine. That was actually a really nice, very relaxing weekend. But the entire time, all I kept thinking about is when do I get back to play some more Baldur's Gate. So here we are with my kind of frou-frou hair. Let's do it, baby. Yeah, I did have a relaxing weekend. The toe was all right. Really tried to stay off of it as much as possible, which was a challenge because there's lots of things I want to do. But toe's doing good. I've got another nurse appointment after the stream, so we'll poke at it and see what the situation is over there. 3 days away from GG3 is like a drug addict having trouble getting his next fix. Absolutely. I was able to watch a couple of, the start of a couple of Let's Plays on YouTube of other people going through, just that initial starting area, just to get a little fix, just to get a little bit of a fix. Yeah, very eager to jump back in over here too. Boo, boo, boo. Should also finish Divinity Original Sin 2. That's a great game. I really like it. Now, here's the thing. Next to Baldur's Gate, at this point, it's crap. Baldur's Gate is so good. But the thing is, I like Divinity Original Sin 2. The story is not, it's nowhere sort of near as strong. Although it does open up a lot after Act 1. I had a couple of attempts at Divinity Original Sin 2 for myself that kind of petered off because it was still in Act 1. Once you get to Act 2 and things, it does feel like it opens up a little bit more, which is really nice. And I think the combat mechanics are quite cool. They're certainly very different. It's unique. Like, despite being basically the same engine, Baldur's Gate 3 and Divinity Original Sin 2 play radically different in terms of, like, all combat mechanics and how their classes work and absolutely everything like that. But yeah, if you enjoy BG3 and you want to scratch that itch a little bit, Divinity Original Sin 2 is an excellent choice, and it probably comes on pretty deep sales quite often, so there you go. Let's quickly read some subs and resubs. And then let's go ahead and get started. We've got two brand new subs just now. We've got Rat on Box with their Twitch Prime, and Iriasis. Why can't I say your name? Iriasis. It's probably more like that. Thank you very much for joining the channel. If you are on Discord, remember with a Twitch sub, you can link your Discord and your Twitch, and you can join in the Discord channel. We've got resubs that are happening now. We've got, who started us off today? Carrid started us off today. They're 45 months. Hey, at least you can't die in this game, Carrid. Gamer Taurus at 44 months. Ayaz Breath at 23. Shift Guaz at 11 months. Almost a 1-year Twitch anniversary. Adan Namir is at 38 months. Salty Badger is at 33. Kaylee BG is at 48 months. There's a 4-year Twitch anniversary. Uras is at 57 months. Snowly is at 62. Christ is at 47 months. Real Luckless at 63 months and says, hey, time is still doing that time thing moving forward. Visiting a friend at the hospital yesterday and I thought, all these nurses look so young. Then I realized they're all mid-20s, 30s, and I'm just old. You have a lot of those moments there, Real Luckless. Craig Blunden is resubbed for their 7th month. Kalaric is at 60 month, a 5-year Twitch anniversary. Alphaholics at 28 months. Tiny Indil is at 30, and the Duke of Earl just now at 34 months. Thank you very much for that. You can die in BG3 and just your own. Yeah, at least you can't die in my game of BG3. Boom. Yeah, Ariasis, I don't know why I had such an issue. I don't know. So, we are currently still very early in the game. We have gone to, what's like the Druid Grove called? Can you, from here, can you go to the world map? If I right click? No. These are just the waypoints. Yeah, but yeah, I guess the Emerald Grove. Can you go to the world map from here? I'm not sure that you can. You just finished watching part 3, had to double speed it. Yeah, it was a long video. So yeah, we've done most of Emerald Grove. I think there might be a couple of little small minor things in there, but we've done most of it. As far as we can, as far as I know, without leaving. With the side of like not actually starting a civil war between the tieflings and the druids. We are very much in. We still got to track down House and bring him back, and hopefully that'll sort out all the chaos with Kaga and whatnot. But we did just go and find our way into this tiefling hideout. It's called tiefling hideout. I always thought about it as it's like the kids' hideout in town here, but maybe it is just generically tiefling hideout, or at the very least, it's just the tiefling kids. I'm wondering though if we should back out and rest. We are out of spell slots on basically all of our characters. I think I'm going to keep going for now. I don't think this is a very combat-y area. And we don't have Eagle's Wisdom, or Eagle Splendor, which is the one downside. We do have Owl's Wisdom, but our persuasion check should still be relatively okay. So I think it's going to be all right. Hey, Eversabs, thanks for gifting a gift sub, and the 24th Doctor subscribing. Cheers. What level are you guys currently? I believe we're level 3. Yeah, level 3. Oh, I thought this was a ring. I'm like, hey, I should put this on. Right. This is the we're going to use this to kill ourselves, Wyvern Toxin. Although we could also just use it to enchant our gear. We do actually have, oh, right, the Ring of Color Spray. So this dagger here, I think we can go ahead and just add to wares. We do have the Cap of Curing. Oh yeah, this is something that bards wear. So we currently don't have a bard, but this might be a good thing for Gale to eat. Is there... Since, unfortunately, the one cool bard we found, the only cool bard we found in any game ever, in this game here, apparently can't be a companion. Is there an NPC bard companion? I don't actually know if I want you to answer that question. I'm sort of kind of just talking out loud. But this would be an excellent hat for them to wear, because that is stupendously good. However, if there's not, that actually becomes a really good candidate for Gale to eat. But first, I think what we're going to do is it's going to be Khmer's locket over here with the dancing lights. So I guess we tried to like maybe offer him some magic at some point, and he said something like, oh, no, not yet. I'm just wondering if we should hold on to it, or we should put it in his inventory if it matters. I figure I'll just send it to Gale, because we don't need the ability to make dancing lights, really, in our party. Well, Gale could sort of use it, because he's the only one who doesn't have dark vision, but I don't think it's a big deal. I might just go ahead and wear this Ring of Color Spray. Give me an extra combat option. Hey, wait a minute! My toolbar got reset! None of this is supposed to be here. I didn't provide melee weapon. I don't want you in there either. You guys are supposed to be over here. I mean, Color Spray I just put down, so that kind of makes sense. Hey, why did my common toolbar get reset? Should have a dedicated pouch named Food for Gale and fill it accordingly. That's not a terrible idea, Gamer Taurus. Yeah, maybe we could turn off the auto add to the toolbar. That's a good point. Although I kind of like for these powers. I guess what's going to happen is whenever I equip myself with a different weapon, it's going to reset those. I could just turn that off for some things. I was also wondering about maybe increasing the difficulty. Arrows, consumables. See, I think that's fine. Oh, they actually don't have an option for, like, the weapon abilities. Okay, let's not worry about it. Hey, toolbar's unlocked right now. I could lock it again, but...
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Down here, a little bit of festive bunting. Bunting? Something like that. Hey, oh, kiddo. It's Mole. So this Mole must be the leader of all the kids, because they keep referencing this person over and over again.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. I heard you helped Melly with that locket. I owe you for that. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
Champion of children right here.
You saved Arabella from the Druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. And thanks for going easy on Sylphie. Not many marks would have done the same.
Okay, how many good things did I do for this kid? Jeez. Happy to help. Why are you running all these schemes and swindles risky, you know? You better keep these kids in check. They won't get off so lightly forever. I mean, I'm kind of happy to help, but also, like, you know, this is dangerous. You guys have clearly gotten yourself into a bunch of trouble already at this point, so maybe at some point you should consider knocking it off. I'm just saying.
We're saving up for a better hideout when we get to Baldur's Gate. Why? You planning on telling me stealing is wrong?
I mean, I don't click on chests that are highlighted in red. But otherwise, taking advantage during bad times, there are words for folk like that. Oh, that's not a bad point. But quite the opposite, I want to invest in the U.S. Thieves Guild and the Sword Coast. 20 bucks. 20 gold is nothing to us, and would help the kids out a lot, and maybe will prevent them from going out and stealing as much crap from everyone else. So I'm very tempted to do that. Or option 3, I'm not your father. Do as you please. How do people feel about 2? You know, I think I'm pretty okay with it. We could do a quick poll just to make sure that they're working today. That'll be interesting to see. But I'm probably going to pick 2. I just want to get a test in, see how laggy it was. Because when we were playing on Thursday, it was super responsive. And then Friday, it was quite laggy, and it seems to be quite laggy today to bring up the pop-up. So, well, now we know. Might not be a great day for us to do the Twitch integrated voting. Yeah, Demonek, the exact same thing happened to me. When I started the stream today, it instantly popped up a dialogue box, vote 1 to 3 kind of thing. So, I don't know, like maybe there's something weirdly stuck in the queue from before in some bizarre way. Oh, there you go. Vote for dialogue option just came up for me. It does seem to be coming in. All right. So, I mean, we know it's kind of borked, but it does come up eventually. All right. So, yeah, we're going to go with 2. We're going to invest our 20 buckaroos.
Won't turn down free money. I've got operating costs you wouldn't.
I mean, maybe we just got swindled some more by a good story, but...
City sometime, huh? I'll repay this and then some. See you around, maybe.
Because I know, I feel like I heard that you actually do get to Baldur's Gate in Baldur's Gate 3, which one would sort of hope so. And certainly we've gotten a lot of indication that a bunch of these tieflings want to leave this grove and go to Baldur's Gate. They're just worried that they can't right now because it would be unsafe. So I'm thinking this does actually come and do something for us later on, which is nice. We've got some more people we can talk to. There's Melly again. I don't know if I've talked to Zaki.
You don't look so tough. Mull fought off a hobgoblin all by herself.
Yeah, you have no idea. Hey, Melly.
You're blocking my light. Oh, I remember you. You're the one who helped me get away. You want something? Were you just here to stare at my forehead?
I mean, you are the cutest tiefling child I've ever seen. Stare at his forehead. But yeah, this is the one who stole the pennant and really should give it back at this point. You know, tell the truth. The Adventurer's Locket. Do you have it?
Look, if I had it, would I tell you?
I mean,
this entire conversation
is it literally
a waste
this?
of our time, don't you think? Now find yourself a maze and get lost. I'm busy. Kids to pick. Mull says you're all right.
All right, that's it. Okay, we got to read this book. I don't think we've read this. Fables of Faerun 3, The Enticing Elder. There were once 2 sisters, once a great fighter and one a great cleric, who longed for a new adventure. I shall skewer an elder brain upon my sword, cried the fighter, to the Underdark. I wish to know the secrets of the brain's powers, said the cleric. Let us be off. In the recesses of the deep, the sisters slew darklings and darrow, bugbears and bullets. The 2 reached an illithid colony where the 4th 10-day passed. Their quest would soon be complete. With great effort, they felled a half-dozen mind flayers and soon reached the Elder Brain's lair. It rose from the brine pool at the center of its chamber, flanked by illithids. The brain didn't speak aloud, but the sisters could hear it in their minds. I am called Kuaos. Why have you come? I will make your powers my own, called the cleric. I will crush you and bring an end to your tyranny, said the fighter. The brain hovered in silence. A moment later, a burst of sonic energy shook the chamber, and the sisters lay dead.
Can you stop?
Good luck, Quaz replied. The illithids feasted heartily that day.
God, it's boring in here.
What the hell is with this story? I mean, I guess it's like the ancient fairy tales that always have like a moral at the end. It's like, dude, don't go messing with mind flayers. Like, are you crazy? All right. It needs a little bit of work.
The gate will never see us coming.
That's Mole again. And we can re-steal from the kids. Oh, there's Merkin.
You came! I have... Here!
Don't fuck around and find out with the illithids.
Properly for the harpies. So I wrote you a story.
All right, aren't you the clever one? That's very kind.
It's about you. I hope you like it.
I hope I like it too. All right, we've received Merkin's story. I'm sorry. I sorted by latest. Oh, there it is. Wrong way around. Okay. Once there was a boy on a beach tree. He saw there a harpy nest. He was a very good climber. He wanted to climb to the top and steal from the harpy nest. But the harpy was very mean. She sang a song and the boy forgot what he was doing. But then an adventurer passed by. The adventurer was very strong and killed the harpy in one blow and saved the boy. The boy was very cold and scared. He was standing in the water, so he was very cold. But the adventurer had saved him. The boy thought the adventurer was amazing. The boy wanted to be like the adventurer. He wanted to be strong and save people and never be scared again. Just like the adventurer, the end. Much better story than the last one. I mean, come on, miles ahead. It helps that it had a very sympathetic main character. Lots of pouches we could grab from. We're not going to do that. Oh, the Guild, the hidden rulers of Baldur's Gate. The book's central argument is encapsulated in a chapter devoted to Rilsa Rael, Guild Kingpin of Lil Kalashan. In another time and another place, Rilsa Rael would be celebrated as a revolutionary. In Baldur's Gate, in her own lifetime, she's known as a crime lord, a kingpin of the guild, ruling over the city within a city that is the district of Lil Kalashan. Rysla's story began when she was orphaned at a young age. Her father was hanged by the Flaming Fist for sheltering his fugitive brother. Soon after, her mother was denounced by the jealous wife of the patriarch and imprisoned in the sea tower where she perished. Alone in the world, she had learned two valuable lessons. When the law is corrupt, it is a necessity for those without the support of its enforcers to act outside of it. And when the law is brutal, it is an ethical duty to act against it. Operating from within the Kalimjul Emporium, Rilsa knows the value of everything and everyone that moves throughout Baldur's Gate. She controls a wide network of agents who observe and track the exchange of goods and information as closely as any merchant or politician. But secondhand knowledge is cheap. Rilsa's real trick is to draw those with secrets to share directly into her orbit. At her Garden of Whispers, information can be shared with the guild anonymously. Anyone with a grudge to bear or a competitor to bring low, that is to say, anyone of importance, can ensure that the whole city knows their grievance. It is said that if someone speaks of your weak spot in the garden at dawn, you can expect to find a knife buried in that exact spot before night falls. I'm sure this one's going to be relevant. Oh yeah, could I talk to the kid again about the story since I've read it now? It's a good question. Hey, Merkin. Mercon?
I'm gonna be like you someday. Killing all the scary monsters.
Killing thing, that's where it's at.
No, everyone's got what? Curses practically grow on trees.
Too high. I don't know if there's anything else to do in here. We came in over here. This was the other path that we couldn't take, which I thought in early access you could do if you were small, like in a cat form, but here it's just like perma-blocked, which was weird and annoying. Wasn't there a crying girl? Was there? Okay, we talked to... There's Melly, Mercon. Mole. Who dis? Is that someone we didn't talk to? No, Zaki we talked to. Oh, Sylphie! We missed Sylphie.
Oh. Hello again. Mole's in charge here, not me.
Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go out. We're gonna go this way and see if we can access this hole from here, if it's unblocked, what the deal is. I mean, there might be some jumpy stuff we could do up here, but...
When
I get to run the ring scam.
I mean, maybe there's something hidden up there, but nope. Can't use this right now. What a weird message.
Look, it's not like you never got caught.
Yeah, you normally go through that hole still. Stranger won't let you, just need to be short. Yeah, and I tried it in cat form, it didn't work. And like, normally, in the early access anyway, the message it gave was like, oh, you're too big to fit through. It like gave you contextual thing. But here's not giving us anything like that. And big or small just says you can't use this right now. So I think it's been flagged that it was like in use or mid-animation in my save, and it's just broken. But that's okay. Because we could have come down here earlier, but...
Here goes nothing.
Hold on. There was a little jump spot across there. I kind of want to... Oh, there's a chest. Can I make the jump? Well, I will be able to, because I can enhance leap myself. Since it's a ritual spell. Woohoo! Alright, not much, but it's something. No, I'm not still in the other version. I should be on the commercial version, the retail version. I don't know, you guys. I mean, we've got the version number over here that can never go away. Wow, you can hide the AUI with F10. You guys can confirm if I'm on the same number or not, but as far as I know, I should be on the release version. Although we launched this in the press pre-release version, so who knows? Maybe there's something left. Okay. So I do still kind of wish that when you clicked on the big map,
No helping it. We're exposed.
you could see where you were. You know, or click on the map to like zoom to that area so you can click in the right place. But
The city sing. I am not grumpy.
yeah, I've got Speak for Dead ready because we got it from the amulet, of course.
You're an idiot.
Oh yeah, F10. F10 hides the UI. And there is a mod that you can get that hides the version number as well. Who else is in here? Who are you? Well, let's talk to Zevlor first.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the Druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Here's the thing. I would love it if the Druids and the Tieflings just got along, and the Druids use their powers, and the Tiefling use their, you know, just their extra muscle, they, you know, more people around to act as soldiers, to mutually work together to defend the Grove. But part of it is also, well, I mean, if this was the Druids' Grove in the first place, then they have a certain right to stay there and to call it their home and potentially choose who comes and lives with them. Maybe. I mean, forcibly ejecting people in a way that'll get them killed. Don't agree with that. But so here, I mean, part of me is like, well, I'd like to delay the ritual until we can get House in here and maybe work something out. The other option, though, is, hey, maybe I can just help these Tieflings safely get out of here and get to Baldur's Gate. You know, and then the Druids can do whatever the heck they want with their Grove. These are like both kind of vibes that I'm going with. I don't want to go with 4, obviously. Best of luck with that. Nothing to do with me. No. You have to resist. No, that's not what I'm advocating here, because I'm worried that it's just going to lead to violence, and it probably will. I kind of feel like I'm going to ask, can you delay the ritual? That's probably not something they can do, right? It's the Druids. Can the Druids delay the ritual? But I'm thinking that the long-term thing is leave the Grove. Let's go to Baldur's Gate together. I did find the evidence there's influence from the Shadow Druids. And obviously that's garbage. And that's why I'm thinking we need to find Halsin, who will hopefully put a stop to this whole ritual in the first place. But, I mean, can you think of anything that might slow it down while I go and get the old head druid here?
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying.
He's got a great point.
Korga's influence.
I agree.
Without her twisting things, I believe the Druids might see sense.
Yeah, they're not really soldiers, but it's like a question of having some extra bodies. Why don't you just get rid of it? No, I don't want to encourage violence, so I'm going to go with option 2. You need to cut your losses and run. I'll help.
It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army.
Noted.
of
I'll go kill an army of goblins, and then you can
We
leave.
need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army.
No, I have 2 armies.
There may be a way, though. Goblins
I was a meeting.
disciplined.
Swamp Docks, yep.
It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen...
Yeah, we have bear arms. We have a right to bear arms. Roar! Can you pay me? Is not my problem. I mean, I don't think I'd necessarily, like, I wouldn't necessarily agree offhand to just, like, go and assassinate the Horde leader, although in practice it might be a thing, but, I'd certainly be fine with offering, I'll see what I can do about the situation. I'm assuming, because these are goblins, violence is going to happen. It's not like Delures here's a pacifist or anything like that. But maybe there's a small chance that we could, like, convince them to go somewhere else, but probably we're just going to have to go and boop them on the heads. So we'll do that. We're not going to ask for money. We're not going to say it's not my problem.
Everyone in this camp depends on it.
Astarion disapproves.
Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
Yeah, no pacifist this time. Only Passaclaw.
No, sir. But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes, of course.
Who are you? Hilsies?
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword.
Claw.
We might need it.
Okay. No character development for you yet. Roger. Isn't there a tiefling that Lae'zel wants to talk to? I'm not sure. Let's pop outside. We're going to check the journal. The other thing is there is a house right next to us. Oh, no, not here. There is a house with, like, a closed door that we haven't actually visited either. I don't know where it is. Okay, there's the prison there with the goblin that we didn't kill. Oh, I think it was over here. I want to take another little look-see. Oh, ad break. So, I'll have to address the ad thing afterwards. Still trying to figure out the right way to balance these stupid ads on stupid Twitch. People weren't happy when they were every 10 minutes. Now instead they're going to do a triple every half hour instead. So that Twitch can get its sort of quasi-soft requirement of 3 minutes per hour. You need to talk to Calgon? Maybe, since we did find the evidence. Maybe we can do a j'accuse. I don't know. I mean, there's not actually a keep out sign on this. It's not like I could read anyway.
Bored.
I want to open the door because I know there's stuff that goes on in there because I watched another Let's Play that saw that. It's like the only spoiler I got. There's something going on. I was hoping that exploring the town would, like, lead us to a not breaking and entering way to get in here. We'll see. Maybe Astarion's going to get curious and he'll go off and do it on his own and then report in what he found. I kind of like that idea. Okay, so I want to take a quick look at our journal here. So, to find a cure, which is, sort of our main quest, top priority right now, to not die. Right now, get Heplenetti completed. Completed it is, she was going to try to poison us, and she didn't, so that's about it. We might be able to ask a goblin priestess for help. We might be able to get the help from rescuing the Druid Halsin, and we might be able to do it by getting the Githyanki Crash. Personally, for many different reasons, I'm very interested in attempting to rescue Halsin, right? He's a fellow Druid. He's also the person who should be in charge of the Grove here, and by all accounts is a very good and reasonable person and probably will help get things straight, which is really nice. So this is something I'm very interested in pursuing. But we're also very interested in saving the refugees, which I don't know if this is the case. From a story point of view, it does feel like this is somewhat time sensitive because this ritual is going to happen, but I suspect it's not actually time based here, mostly because those mechanics are really annoying. Investigate the swamp. We found a note addressed to Kaga. Yes, we're going to investigate the swamp. And then to save the refugees, we also have to go and defeat the goblins. So we have 2 reasons to go to Goblin Camp, right? Clear them out so that the refugees can safely wander this area, and also theoretically Halsin is there. Find the night song. Some kind of temple in the Goblin Camp. Okay. And then we have some various companion stuff that we're going to come back to. Someone said something about talk to the rat. Does we see a rat right here? So we talked to 3 rats inside the druid's place. And
Kill me too.
we can't get it from holding a button here.
I'm just
Anyone seen?
Bored.
Maybe there's an ogre and a donkey in the swamp. Get out of my swamp. I'm open to talking to animals. I literally have the speak with animals trait.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
But I don't see it. Anyway, so with that in mind, currently, in terms of quest markers, where's this leading to? What is this?
Can't keep the goblins.
Is that through the concealed hatch? No.
Warriors.
Where's this leading to?
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one!
Oh, do we have to talk to Zoru for something? Find the creche, find Zoru. Get the Yankee Warrior, talk to Zoru. Okay, well, tell you what, maybe we should get Lae'zel in on this.
I wonder when the goblins will come.
So I was talking about camping because we're out of spells and everything. Let's go to camp. We'll do some rest and we'll pop in Lae'zel to at very least interact with Zoru here. I bet you we could do it on our own, but it feels like, well, she wanted to talk to him, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go to camp. We've only camped once so far, and it was inside the temple, so we actually haven't had the opportunity to see our actual campsite yet, which is nice to see.
Always room for more?
Now, we'll talk to people, I think after we start the rest and we get into our camp clothes, we'll see little exclamation marks so people have interesting conversation to do. So here's our personal chest. We've sent a few things over here. We do have the, this is the one that you get from the Twitch drops. I always had these in for whatever reason. The horrible purple clothes, which would be great on a bard. We don't have that. We do have a Bewildering Adventures pack, Peculiar Clothing chest, and the Mask of the Shapeshifter, which is an item that's sort of a callback to Divinity Original Sin 2. It does give us the change person option. What do you have here? Cape of the Red Prince, Lute of the Merryweather Bard, Bicorn of the Sea Beast, Needle of the Outlaw Rogue. So these are all things that are even more references to Divinity Original Sin 2. Oh, yeah! Oh, that's sick. I actually don't know if it's the right fit for Del here. The Bicorn of the Sea Beast would probably look cool too, but this is an actual, like, helmet with stats. Astarion, we already gave you a cool hat. I suppose we could give you a different cool hat. Let's see how we feel about that. Damn! That's pretty good. This dagger here. +2? No. No, it's because of my stats. I feel like this is just a regular dagger.
Lost in thought.
Yeah, the stats are exactly the same. It does have a different look, which is very cool looking. I like that. It does seem like just a cosmetic dagger, I agree. Bewildering Adventures pack has got... Ooh, Fritz. Oh, Belgium. Oh, Haggis. Poutine. Is this like something from like... Do they have like team members from all over the place? Sun-dappled paella, stout stew, potion of animal speaking, potion of flying, potion of mind reading, potion of featherfall, and an elixir of heal giant strength. Strength 21. Well, that's pretty good. Hey, how come this didn't get added to my camp supplies pack? We still have the pack. And we still have this chest. Can I just drop things into it? Oh, nope, and put it on top. Well, I guess I could just right-click and send to. That would be a thing. Let's tell you what, we'll keep this, but it can say send to camp, which will sure show it up in here. Yeah, okay, good. Same thing with you. We might want the extra bags around later on, so we'll do that. But we'll keep the food because it'll be useful for camp supplies. Puts in. Potion of flying, that's quite good. This thing might just get eaten by Gale later, we'll see. Okay, inventory weight is fine right now, so I'm not going to stress too much about what we've got.
Don't waste a step.
is here.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Not to be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None.
What is sent to wares? Wares is crash items. There's when you're trading with a merchant, there's a convenient button to like sell all wares, basically. I mean, skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk. He's clearly not a skeleton, Quill. Come on, or Delures. You know what? It's fine. I didn't actually want to leave, but...
Not this one. Nor this one. And this one are less worthy still.
What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits.
Hey, Bunky, thanks for the gift subs.
Kin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend...
Oh, Free Will Not Good. Thank you very much for the gift subs as well. Oh, everyone's feeling good today. Yes, so one of the things I know with Withers is he lets you respec. Apparently lets you resurrect people too. That's good to know. And also, he does let you recruit hirelings. If for some reason you don't want to use the NPC companions, right? If you want to customize party stats, or maybe you've just had a lot of the NPC companions get killed for some reason, you can still pad out your party with those. Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
All right. Oh, let's see if he says something different again this time.
Fate spins along, as it should.
Necessary if you want a party of all gnomes.
Have you need...
Dark Urge tends to need new companions. Yep. The Dark Urge meeting Gale was quite interesting. I don't want to say anything. But wow, yeah. So what kind of services?
Should thou or any of thy
it's all the same.
compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Yeah, it's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
I wonder if we get more lore on Withers, or if it's just, you know, if he's just a convenient sort of like utility NPC. But I wonder if there's story parts to him later on. So yeah, this is how we can respec and we can like completely change ourselves a bunch. But we don't need to do any of that right now. Just happy to have you here, Withers. All right. I don't think there's any other exclamation marks or anything right this second. So let's go ahead and we're going to go and end the day. Although what it's going to do first is just go into our bedtime clothes, and then we get exclamation marks to go around here. Beep, 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 beep. Hello, Shadowheart.
Finally, some good fortune.
She slipped into something less comfortable.
We know what to do. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing.
That's true that you can kill these guys and take their underwear and wear it yourself. I mean, I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah, the better. Can't wait to get rid of this thing. I agree. This could be our last night together. Okay there, horn dog. But how are you feeling?
The same. These parasites are proving suspiciously benign.
You just wear it, you just loot it from... It's true.
Suppose I turn. What would you do?
If you turned? No hesitation, I'd just end your misery then and there. Yeah. I mean, once you go illithid, that's it.
Wise. Though, I hope you'd miss me after I'm gone. I think I would if the positions were reversed. But you're right. If we're to make it through all this, there can be no room for hesitation. You're doing well.
Let's see if we can swap clothes.
It's a beautiful night. I think I'll stay up to enjoy it while I still can. Rest well.
Hang on. Shadowheart's underwear. Shadowheart's clothes. Oh, yeah, baby! Look at me! Oh, 100%. 100%. Although, where did the giant cleavage hole go? Are you telling me that somehow this fits better and doesn't leave a big gap on me as opposed to Shadowheart?
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name.
Nice shirt.
We'll need all the help we can get.
Oh. I didn't realize there'd be more convo. Yeah, those murals in the grove, something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching.
Look at the stitching here.
Consider me an art lover.
I guess they just changed the gap. We just did a re-sewing, changed the skin gaps. Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's talk about what happened to us.
Fine. What's on your mind?
A worm. How am I holding up in your estimations?
Hey, Quill,
I must
pay attention. There's a new
admit,
subscriber.
You've been a surprise.
Hey, Henley.
And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
And we've had a few Shadowheart approves. We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
Oh, I just think we learned a little bit about Shadowheart, actually. Hey, you don't want to talk about yourself?
I should hope not. Have you ever heard the people who want to talk about themselves? I'm doing you a favor.
You know, if you're not comfortable, I won't press you. Although, she didn't say she's not comfortable with it at this point. You know, but maybe I'd like to know you better.
Sweet of you, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine by traveling together. No need for interrogations.
Fair. I mean, we haven't been together that long. That's fine. Yeah, if that's what you prefer, I respect that. I'm not going to accuse of hiding something.
I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well.
Playing a visual novel now. Should journey separately for now. Well, hang on. We're going to see. We got to kick someone out to get Lae'zel into the party. I'm not sure who that's going to be yet. I suppose we don't need the cleric as badly if we've got me, because I can also provide healing spells. And I might want to grab Will for a bit, because he's super cool.
You know, I've been thinking.
Instantly lounging.
Reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the Druid, will he know?
Staring, you don't actually have to be this sexy all the time. My God.
Will this little adventure of ours be over?
Doesn't have to be. We can still travel together. Probably once the worm is gone, go my way. What, will you miss me? I mean, Starion sees Quill coming and assumes the full lounge position. Boy, am I happy I changed clothing for this interaction, too. I mean, 3 could be perceived as flirty, but could also just be like, you know, just sort of needling friends and, you know, have that kind of thing. We could still travel together, it's true. I think I'm gonna go with 3, though. What, will you miss me?
Why not?
Nice buns. I work out.
You've been to the Hells and back. Survived the crash. Survived everything that's followed.
Dude went full, paint me like one of your French elves.
You're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I was busy last week during BG3. That dude a vampire just looked like one. I can't believe, Essentia, I can't believe you would go and for some reason start to accuse random pale people with neck wounds and little fangs to maybe be a vampire. I'm shocked and offended. I mean, wow, way to profile people. I mean, he doesn't sparkle in daylight, so I don't think he can be a vampire. I don't know. I thought you didn't like me. True, I'm pretty impressive. Just trying to survive like you. I have many talents, you want to explore them. Dude, just because you got the sexy clothes on, you know, relax. You're too close. I think I like 3. I'm just trying to survive like you.
Yes. We're more similar than I thought.
Are you feeling all right? You're starting to salivate a little. It's freaking me out, man. Maybe we gotta, this collar here? Maybe we need to make it a little higher.
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air.
As a reminder,
my head.
no spoilers are tolerated here.
Later, I'm sure.
I was gonna say, we will make it subscriber-only chat if need be. We'll also mute people temporarily if need be. No spoilers. Gonna follow up here.
We're traveling with the famed.
Everyone's excited about Will.
I
Lyle?
feel safer
Or Will?
already.
Okay. Hello, Zale.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly
Man,
on
she's
us.
cut.
The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there.
Breeze caresses her faces. Hideous. Among the tears. Oh, I guess among the stars, huh? Yeah. I'm thinking Saloon's tears refers specifically. Now that might not be what she's talking about, but I think Saloon's tears refers to a specific constellation of stars that seems to follow the moon.
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear.
Are all Githyanki from the tears?
Your curiosity is to be commended.
Oh,
Githyanki are
thank you.
hatched in creches all throughout realm space. Clear is one of many. It's there I first saw a Kithrak mount a red dragon.
Yeah, I think it is an
Where
asteroid
I
field.
slit
Yeah.
my cousins' throats at the Vaj's command. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
Hang on. Wait. Oh, wait, she's not in the party. I guess I'll have to bring her into the party, then do an outfit swap. 'Cause I'm curious as to see what that looks like on us. We're gonna just try. It's gonna be like a really weird group we've got here. We're always sharing clothes and swapping clothes.
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Down to my feet?
There it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
I mean, probably surprisingly fine in spite of it all, but probably 2. I don't like the idea of that thing in my brain. I mean, I guess I could flip it around, but no, we'll go ahead and answer.
It's natural to suffer a touch of worry, but an illithid worm should be causing more than mild anxiety. Before the
Fair.
illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles...
Well, you were still level 1.
Suppressed greater talents, but beyond that,
Oh.
I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain.
So you're saying he was high level.
Flash.
He got reset to level 1. I see. Something special about us, or at least about our tadpoles. Yeah, so I talked about this last stream, but based on just a slightest dabbling in early access, I always thought there's something special going on that's protecting us from being turned from the tadpoles. But I've now come to feel that it's maybe that the tadpoles that we have are just different. I mean, maybe they'll still change us in the long run, but they are meant to do something different. Hey, Blink 1982! Thanks for the sub. So yeah, something special about us, or at least our tadpoles.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit.
Some of us are.
Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
Okay, I do
The
that party now.
goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
I wish we'd actually had Will maybe around for more of the interactions in town. Since he was known there, it might have changed a few things. Tell me, how'd you become the Blade of the Frontiers?
My father once said,
Oh, proofs.
one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse bled into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
Whatever became of the boy, I wonder?
I left him with his uncles. 5 years on, and he's flourishing. If only every child was so lucky. I mourn the ones I could never save, whose cries I never heard. In the boy's tears, I finally saw the suffering wrought by the villains of the wild. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
Right. Baldurian background. It's nice to finally put a face to the name. It's interesting that we couldn't actually choose, like, where we were from in the game. Before that.
Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
Well, if only we could have the bard. Oh. So how does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to...
No, I don't think it's based in the origin. I think regardless of origin, we're Baldurin.
And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own. Chaos incarnate. A devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach. Even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking. The damage she might be doing.
Yeah, I completely agree. Cassius and Carid, from the moment Will comes in, he totally gives me that Zank, like, Paladin from D&D movie vibe. Not in persona or anything like that, but the sort of role that they're fitting, right? Because he shows up very heroically, he kicks a bunch of ass, everyone knows him, everybody loves him. Exactly that same sort of vibe, right? And especially now, like, with all the stuff that he's done, it's very, very much feels like the NPC that's been brought in to just be way more impressive than everyone else in the party. Yeah, who's this source of yours, since you are a warlock?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in...
Friend or...
privacy.
Fiend.
I'm sworn to say no more.
All right, let's move on to other matters.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
It's like, I was gonna say, don't mention the eye, don't mention the eye. No, we'll mention the eye. Notice your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea.
Galena? Is that how you say that? I would say Galena.
Sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. Anything more we should discuss?
Yeah, I'd like you to join me. I mean, join the party. I mean, join me.
Make some room, and I'm all yours.
All right. So yeah, we'll have to boot someone first. Gale's got no exclamation mark, really. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to boot Gale in exchange for Will. Because he'll be able to Eldritch Blast and maybe add a touch of, like, an arcane vibe. And I think I'll drop Astarion for Lae'zel, which does mean not having a rogue round for lockpicking, but I think we'll do that anyway.
How can I help?
Leave.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Although, okay, unless I drop Shadowheart on the basis that I am a divine spellcaster, I like Shadowheart. But yeah, maybe we keep Asterion around for now. Because we might need a rogue. Let's drop Shadowheart for a bit and see what happens. Oh, yeah, it's a good point. Hold on. Shadowheart, can she lockpick with her worship and stuff? What am I looking for in keys? I'm looking for this for Shadowheart. She's only got the 13 dex. No, she doesn't have sleight of hand as a proficiency.
What am I to do?
Shadowheart and Lae'zel are fun together, though. Yeah, you know what? I want to see the interaction of Shadowheart and Lae'zel. With Gale in camp, do you still need to feed him items? Oh, I don't know.
What do you need now? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Please just stay here.
I guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here. Well, you do all the hard work. It's
I was about to express that Quill isn't just min-max and party choosing people based on who he likes. Yeah, it's hard though, because So we are doing it. We're keeping Shadowheart around because I like her, and I think there's gonna be some fun drama llama between her and Lae'zel. And I'm all about that drama.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, idealist do-gooder. Or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
Are you sure Christian only path to cure? I mean, it's the one that she knows best and she probably feels is like a guaranteed cure. We've done this hundreds of times. It's going to work. You look unusual. Githyanki rare in these parts. Dude, so racist. Do you know much about mind flayers? Like you to join me. I guess we'll ask about the Kresh being the only path to a cure.
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each Kresh contains a Zaithist purification device. So I learned...
Your Kresh is literally in space, right?
The library was a gift from Vlaakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
Yale's best girl and you cannot change my mind. He does have, like, some of the best hair. There's no denying that. Yeah, so I think it's probably fair right now that we go looking for the Druid, who should just be nearby and might have a cure. You know? Even if we're not 100% sure he can do it, since her Kresh is in space. Mm-hmm. Learned it from the writings. Library was a gift from Balkith. All right. Kind of wisdom is very valuable.
Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess...
Why'd you put her in the purple outfit?
Knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
I mean, I kind of want more info. It just feels like rude to say. Okay, let's be honest. It's the nose. It's the, like, nose that's way too small for her face. Like, what's the deal with your nose? Why don't you sound like you talk like this? It's going to be so rude, but I want more info, so I'm going with that.
I expect I am your first.
You could be. I'd never heard of your kind until my capture. Know of Githyanki, never met one. Crossed path with Githyanki before. I don't think there's any good reason why Del, even though he is, you know, he is older and wiser and all these things, I was going to suggest that he's never encountered one, but I suppose he's probably heard of them. Yeah, I have a lot of Githyanki friends. Some of my best friends are Githyanki.
Of course you haven't.
Whoa.
They would have cut you from...
Respect her into a bard, call her Michael Jackson.
You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Oh, we're going there with the nose. Holy shit. She just said I had a big nose? Wow. As if your upturned bat snout is any better. I kind of want to, like, you know, just, like, I think she, honestly, I'm not sure she would mind. because there's definitely like sort of a strong sort of antagonistic culture sort of built into it. I suspect that she might actually like have some amount of respect for that, but I don't think Dell would say it. But yeah, I think I'm with this. Really, thanks for noticing. It's not
It
the
was
only
an
thing.
observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to
Whoosh.
stay long in this place.
The way she turns her head when she's like reacting to, you know, trying to express sort of like dislike or disgust is interesting because it sort of represents almost a reflex of like if you smelled something bad, right? Ooh, like that. But it's being brought in as a social cue, right? We have all these sort of mannerisms and things that we do in conversation, but that I like because it's giving it sort of an alien kind of vibe. So do you know a lot about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
She's so cranky. Do you know what happens if we don't find a cure? I mean,
Yes.
we sort of do.
In great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed
Liza
from
looks like a
every
character that you
orifice.
didn't want to spend
Your
too much
bones will
time in the
change
character
form.
creation screen.
Your jaw
When
will
it got to the
split to
face,
allow
you just
room
choose
for
the max
four
ears
great
and then nose.
tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
You know, I don't think it's so bad that we talked over the bleeding from every orifice parts of the conversation here. That seems like it's okay. Yeah, so that doesn't sound like a transformation we want to get through. It gave you a heart attack too? Yeah. Thank you very much, that lane boy, for that. Yeah, just super lazy. Max out one slider, minimize another slider, and you end up with Lazael. Why is this specifically an Elf response? A loathsome fate, and one I intend to avoid. 2 is my mood all the time. Try to suppress your rising panic.
Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal.
All right.
You must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
You're worried we haven't changed? That's good news. I mean, obviously.
Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to
Can't blame her.
surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
I'd like you to join me.
It is done.
Excellent. I'd also like to swap clothes with you, because I'm really curious to see what I'm going to look like in that outfit. Probably super hot. I was going to say, why is her outfit icon just pants? But to be fair, she's basically just wearing pants. I don't know what's with the back arch. You know what? I'm better looking in the other outfit. Hang on, let's swap back. Okay, now, oh, did I not take the purple clothing? Hang on. Very important. I know some people are probably like, get on with the story. No, it doesn't matter. We're playing dress up. We're doing the things that matter, you guys. Like, settle down, right? That's diplomancy. Trying the underwear. The underwear swaps. Although, I mean, we could, right? Because what we can do is I can take off the outfit. There's the underwear, right? Wait, how do you zoom in more? Damn! Wow. Okay, I have to say, though, that now if we were just wearing pants... hold on. Okay, she's still gonna have underwear on. It's fine. Now if we were just wearing pants and that... Okay. Okay. Much, 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 much better. Much better. But I still like it the other way, so... we'll swap there. We're swapping underwear. We'll give her that back. I like this. Right? Shadowheart's clothes. I'm gonna wear that. But then, yeah, if we give her, I don't think she'd like us very much if we made her wear this. But it is pretty funny. Oh, hang on. Why is it not? There you go. There is purple underwear as well, yeah. Like, if we did this, we could swap for purple undies. Or the trunks. This is for the beach episode. There you go. All right, I'm pleased with this. So yeah, let's go and pick up Will. I mean, he's got an outfit too. I don't think I want to wear that one though. I like mine. Although Will in this,
that's the spirit.
Yeah, beach party filler episode. Let's swap clothes. I mean, basically, it doesn't matter who wears this outfit in our party, male or female. It does it for me. But I don't want to wear this. It looked fine on Will. I don't think it's what I want for myself. So we'll do this. It looks fine on him. But we'll be on the lookout for other casual clothes. All right, so we got Barty. We got ready for some level ups. I guess we could do that now. Now, we need to get Lae'zel up to at least level 2 as a fighter. Because this will give her action surge, which is awesome. Right? We accept that. Now, for level 3 does give us access to a specialization, which is probably worthwhile. Because what I'm wondering is, do we go and multi-class her into Barbarian for Rage? Because let's be honest, I think Rage would fit Lae'zel pretty well. With the feats, is it based on character level or classes? Do we need to get to level 4 in Fighter to pick a feat? I don't think so. I think it's based on character level. But I think we got to pick the specialization. Now, it's defaulting her to Battle Master, which is pretty good. This will give us maneuvers, right? With the superiority dice. Yeah. Eldritch Knights give us some magic and stuff, which is very cool. Super cool. I don't think I want it for her. Class level. It is class level. Okay. Because that's what I remember in 5e, but I didn't know about Baldur's Gate. So we need to get her now. We want to get her to level 4 as a fighter so that we get the feat pick and then consider doing some multi-classing. Although it'll depend. What's level 5 as fighter, right? Level 5 fighter is what? Extra attack? Now, champion, I think, is like the simple fighter with not much the active going on. It just gives you the number you need to roll a critical hit while attack is reduced by 1. Effect can stack. So we get more crits, but we don't have anything like that we have to do active or anything like that. Feet pick. Oh, the internet. You guys are terrible. So no, we're going to go with the Battle Master. We're going to pick some maneuvers. Now, what are these strong maneuvers over here? Redirect an ally to strike a full, so someone else will attack in. We could use this to get Dolores to smack someone as a bear some more. Disarm, distracting strike, allies advantage next attack roll, base of footwork, imposing disadvantage melee attacks on you for a round. Riposte does work nicely, yeah. When a creature misses you. Oh, this is going to be the retaliation, so this is going to be a reaction that happens automatically, right? I do like that a lot. Sweeping attack for AoE. The trip might be valuable. Rally. Give an ally 8 temporary hit dice, or hit points. That's quite good. The built-in pushing attack's quite fun, too. Okay, this is just add to your chance to hit, which is potentially good. Frighten, maneuvering attack. On hit, select which friendly creature will gain half its movement speed. No attack for opportunity. Oh, goading attack. Deals additional damage. Attempt to goad the target attacking you. Target receives disadvantage on attacking any other creature. Okay, so it does set you up for some tanking kind of stuff, which is kind of good. I like that. And yeah, I'm wondering about the trip. Given some knockdown. Oh, it even works range. That's interesting. Maybe we'll do this. And the thing is, if I don't end up being very active with those, it's okay, because we might want to use our dice for riposte. You like riposte and menacing attack? Trip attack, always a good one. Yeah, the menacing with the frighten is a pretty good trait. I mean, I think it's hard to be disappointed with anything here. And of course, we can always respec as well. We'll go ahead and accept that.
Where am I needed?
Now, Will. First of all, what are you looking at stat-wise? Okay. You've got Dark One's Blessing. Yeah, when you kill something, you get temp HP. And yeah, you make for a good party face. Actually, skill-wise, he's very redundant with the lures. He does bring Arcana, though, although not a tremendous amount. Now, while he does have a signature blade, and presumably at level 3 you choose the pack bonus or whatever, it feels like he's definitely set up to go pack to the blade. And just, like, skewer people with this. But I find it hard to not, you know, go and focus on Eldritch Blast stuff. Right? I mean, Hex is like one of the signature Warlock spells. If he's going to be up in melee, the Hellish Rebuke is not a bad thing because he's more likely to get targeted, which means it's that much more likely that Hellish Rebuke will fire off all the time. But I think I'm going to go with Hex. Oh yeah, and then we can get Super Dark Vision here. Since he's human, so he doesn't have Dark Vision. And the 24-meter range is going to be great for all his shooting. And then, yeah, I think if we're going to do Eldritch Blast stuff, I think we pick Agonizing Blast so we can add a Charisma modifier to the damage. It's just such a huge thing. Yeah, Eldritch Blast and Hex are the Warlock stuff. I feel a little bit bad because it does feel like flavor-wise he's really well set up to be really focused on the pack weapon, and maybe that would go well with something else. Although, you know what? These are still pretty good baseline things. We don't need the built-in Beast Speech because we got the Druid. Yeah, Repelling Blast does do some sick things. Actually, unless I'm getting confused with things, Demonac played a Warlock in a campaign I ran with Repelling Blast and like all kinds of nonsense to keep shoving people around. Ruined all my fights all the time because you can constantly reposition all the enemies. And yeah, we could swap out a spell. I didn't want Arms of Hadar or Armor of Agathis. I could swap those out. For now, I'm not gonna do anything. I'll just leave them as is. Is that Charisma to become a new spokesperson? I mean, that's actually... Here's the thing. He is really good at conversation stuff. And maybe we should make in the front. I like having my main character do main character things, but at the same time, it will mean that Delures can spend more time, like, not shifting out of bear form or something like that, you know? Alright, level 2 spell. And I think now if we did a swap, we could swap out a level 1 spell for another level 2. Blindness, Clouded Daggers is an interesting AoE. Right, you throw it on someone, they attack whoever's closest. Drop some darkness on people. Enthrall, make it look at you, sort of lock it in. Hold person, I think I might want invisibility, especially if we're bringing Will instead of Gale. Having someone who can do invisibility stuff is kind of nice. As a player, I mean, I love Misty Step. And if we were meleeing with him, there'd probably be a lot more value in Misty Step, but I'm hoping to just keep Will out of the way. But part of me is still wondering if I should just give in to his melee ways. Scorching Ray does ridiculous amount of damage. Shatter's really quite good too. And then we get some level 1 stuff. Oh yes, Warlock spells auto-level to your max, so spells that can be upcast are good. That's true, so even level 1 versions. That's a great point. I don't know if they're detailed in here now. Which ones scale up? I don't know, what do we feel about the invisibility or... No, I like it. I'm gonna go for Invis. Alright, Pack Boon. It's interesting it didn't auto-select one for him. So again, I feel like for him, the thing would be the Pact of the Blade. Right? Lets him summon a pack weapon, which feels very good for him. And this is something that's normally only part of the Hex Blade, which is as opposed to the Pact of the Blade, is you get to use your spellcasting modifier instead of Strength or Dexterity. So we'd use our Charisma to attack, which would make us quite a bit better. But Pact of the Chain, I don't think I want to get a familiar. I think I want to go Pact of the Tome here for some extra sort of spell casting. That will give Will the ability to throw some guidance on us, which means we could have both Del and Shadowheart maintaining a focus spell while he casts guidance for us, which isn't actually that bad. I don't think we'll end up using Vicious Mockery or Thorn Whip here because we'll have Eldritch Blast. Does it lead to anything else, Pact of the Tome? In pen and paper it does, so I'm assuming it might here too. So, is there any ability to find out how these things up level? As cast as a level 2, does the Armor of Agathis give you 10 temp HP? And more reflected damage? In which case, it might still be worthwhile. Arms of Hadar soon just does more damage. 5 per level and 10 more. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe we'll leave them in. Because they still work for me. You know what? We'll call that good enough. We can always respec from Withers if we change our minds. I wanna get to playing. I wanna get killing stuff. You know what I should have done is grab the shield off of someone else to give it to you. Not to mention some armor. That's the thing with like swapping these people around from time to time. We're gonna end up in some awkward situations where people don't necessarily kit it out properly. Yeah, good enough. All right, let's come over here. We got a few lootables and we got something to read. And we're going to finish our night's rest.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Random bucket over there. Can I wear the helmet? Invasion plans for the Sword Coast. Whose station is this? This map of the Sword Coast sprawls from the deep forest of Tether to the frigid spine of the world. Its topography worn by ancient ink and constant trade between mortal hands. Alright, let's finish our snooze. So auto-select. So what are we going to have for dinner tonight? We're going to have some frites, courgette, some gruel, some potatoes, an orange, and some cheese. Oh, and some fish. Quite a varied meal here. Ought to be 1 or 2 optional invocations tied to each different pact, and no idea because the game's so bad at showing future options. Yeah, there's gonna have to be a lot of wiki stuff. Oh, we're getting an Asterion moment here. Wait. Was that not Asterion creeping about? I was looking away for a second. I expect this to be the cutscene where he tries to bite us. Did we just fail perception checks so we don't notice that we're being bitten? Maybe he's feeding someone else in the party. All right, let's leave camp. Just went for a walk.
This is ridiculous. I'm gonna buy the end of the teeth. And your birdies.
Okay. Hey, don't walk away from me. I gotta talk to you.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
You heard the woman. Bow. Suggest you do as she says. I don't know, like seriously, that's not the way to start a conversation there, Lelael. Here's the thing, I kind of want to see what she does, because it's sort of, she was leading to something here. But we brought her for a reason. You know what? We'll let her take the lead here. Shadowheart unhappy. Yeah, that's going to be an issue with having both of them together.
Lower.
Alright, that's enough. I'll take it from here. I feel bad for this guy. No.
You dare interrupt? Has the tadpole ravaged your senses?
Fine, do as you must, but keep it quick.
Lower. You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry.
Lae'zel, this is why no one likes you.
Show me.
She's like, what? I'm like, man, I didn't say anything.
You can keep your innards.
We're gonna have a talk later. I mean, I did bring her because, like...
Dead gods. Are all giths so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Okay, we can fix her. We did bring her because it's like, okay, I can get this cured and do this, and we said, fine, 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 we'll work you through to do the crash. And she's like, okay, I know where to start, and this is it. And we're like, I mean, we'd said we'd you know, do things your way, but I'm not sure I want to do things your way.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
I mean, seriously, we're talking about someone who worships an evil god. She's way nicer than you are. I like Lae'zel. I think it's a great personality. I'm just like, I'm not sure how to mesh this all in the party. You plan to be that rough with everyone we meet? Yeah, no. What comes next?
The Tiefling was clear.
Tiefling?
If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm still thinking we're gonna go for the Druid first. Did you say Tiefling? No, you... We'll let it slide. What do you mean purification?
The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite.
Yeah, I'd like to know more.
I can say no more.
Yeah, but I would like to know more. All right, did you say Tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... fate.
Yeah, she's fine. Problem doesn't fit with a lot of PCs, much less the other NPCs. No, what? I want you to say it so I can hear the pronunciation. She's actually awesome. They did such a great job with her character.
Swing. Excellent.
What are we rocking around? Someone said they did see the rat at some point. Is it scurrying about? Or is someone just messing with me? Because I know there's a rat with some things involved in there, but... From again, I got slightly spoiled on... well, not exactly slightly spoiled. I just saw people going there in one of the YouTube Let's Plays. So I know you can. Yeah, I do hear squeaking.
Shame the goblins didn't kill me, too.
Die if I met heroic and reeking of this place.
Say that.
I'll never get the smell out of my clothes.
It doesn't show up as like a dot on the map. We're great for an evil run. Okay, so now that we've got, I'm actually tempted to just pop to the camp for a while, not to do a sleep, but just to swap Lae'zel out.
What to bring?
One more time.
I mean, she's very powerful as a fighter. We can actually use her, but I mean, we can use all the NPCs just fine. It was a moving yellow dot, was it? Oh, there! Hang on.
I'm gonna bite the ends off your teeth. And your birds. And your dog.
No, stop, stop.
Stay back, or else.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll go with turn-based, but if I couldn't click on it, I was gonna go turn-based. What's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. Just get back. Ow! Oh, my tooth.
Also, you have like a weird spot of purple on the back of your neck. Might just be lighting. Let me take a look. I'm a dentist.
It's the front one. I chipped it on the evil thing.
What evil thing? What were we trying to eat? Or yeah, what evil thing? I literally said it, so I guess I'll say it.
In the box. Follow me, I'll show you.
There we go.
Every last one of you.
Right. I've got food, water.
Well, now I have reason to go inside.
Until Roland shows off his thunder wave.
Which makes me think we're going to drop Lae'zel for a sec, get Astarion back to pick the doors.
True.
Yeah, we've got reason to come in. Up on the roof. Think there's a hole in the roof? Yeah, we can just smash our way through the door. Ah, there's a hole in the roof over here. Hey, hey, hey! Oh, and a pouch. Wait, and just... Also, we could have walked around. Interesting. Okay, let's... What? What's... There we go. I was gonna say, what's with the damage?
Of all the bloody things to happen.
Is there a back door? No.
Stop! This place is off limits.
No, it's cool. The rat told me I could come in. Look around, study her face, and try to read her emotions. I do have good insight. We could throw our Owl's Wisdom on again. We could just start rolling Persuasion. Don't worry, I'm here to help. Afraid I can't. I've been placed in charge of this area. Hush, girl, another word, and I'll snap your neck. Jeez! I want to do Insight, because I feel like when I get a chance to be sort of studious and thoughtful with the lures here, that's what I want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Owl's Wisdom. Oh, Shadowheart must be out of range again. So we're not going to be able to do Owl Wisdom from one of us and then Guidance from the other, but Advantage is pretty powerful. Place in charge, drop through a hole in the roof.
You note her grimace of pain. Something is wrong with her legs.
Damn it! Don't look at me like that. You can stay. Just keep your hands to yourself.
Great hair color. Need a hand up? You look ridiculous. Come on!
I just fall back down. Legs are as steady as a foal's. Bloody potion.
Was that about a potion? Where'd you get those potions? Quite a dodgy brew. Don't worry, you're not the only one who had trouble standing after too many potions. She can't come after you. Take her bag and leave. Or Druid. Might have been Nightshade. Maybe Hemlock. Poison, basically.
What? No, the potion worked. I'm strong as a bugbear and fearless. The old lady warned me that this might happen. That it was a side effect.
I mean, seems like a pretty shitty side effect to an otherwise, like, potion of, like, heroism. Sounds like you've been duped.
No, she's been nothing but kind to me.
We do know there's a hag out there.
Sorry, I need a moment. I'm not feeling the best. But I'm sure it'll pass.
What is going on? Alright, let's get everyone in here. Party should follow... Unless they're still stuck outside, which they are. Okay. Can I just open the door from this side? No? Alright. Hold on, let me finish my conversation with the rat here. Oh, I can see why she can't move her legs. Because they're clipped through the floor. That makes sense.
The evil thing's in the chest.
Okay, the chest is currently... Well, it's not locked, but it would be considered theft. I think we're going to have to fix the situation in Pandira first.
If this isn't the most boring post in the Grove, I don't know what is.
It's your job to guard that chest?
Of all the...
Can we fix your legs? Restoration cures paralysis. We've also got cure wounds. We're going to be going out into the wild soon anyway. Oh, I got to recast my Longstrider on anyone. Apparently its enhanced leap is super useful. I'm going to drop it for a sec, though. Cure wounds. Lesser restoration. Here, let's try restoration first. Target is too far. Well, then walk up to her, for crying out loud. Seriously?
My legs! I can stand again! Did you do that? Thank you. Look, you're not really supposed to be here.
Again, it was
but I'll
kind of
turn
spoiling the
around.
scene annoyingly.
Just don't touch anything, all right?
My own fault. Just don't touch anything. Yeah, but I want to touch the chest. The chest here, not being inappropriate. Listen, Mr. Radicus the third.
The evil thing's in the chest.
Right, but is she practicing standing up and sitting down? Hold on.
Look, between us, you're not supposed to be here. But I'll turn a blind
Oh,
eye.
she's blind now.
Just don't touch anything, all right?
Yeah, but no, but that. Let's touch it and see what happens.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours.
Minus, okay. Yeah, -8. Oh, okay, can I convince her to leave? If I pick the door, she's gonna get cranky about that too. Yeah, we could try a sneaky snuff. Let's see. Try a sleep spell. I mean, I don't really want to go around roofing NPCs. On the other hand, I really want to help this rat. There, we're no longer in a vision cone. Is that all it takes? Or am I going to go to the front of the chest again?
Not for communal use.
Okay, I wasn't on sneak mode, so maybe that was it.
Show some respect.
Cast blindness on her. Can you put a bucket on her head? It works in Skyrim. That's true. I could distract her and have someone else do the theft. I could turn into cat form, then go talk to the rat.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Not for communal use, it
Yeah,
seems.
then she immediately turns.
Show some respect.
Or more cunning.
Or some more cunning.
No, I'm bad at stealthy things. All right. See, at this point, like, if I, like, just thinking from a character point of view, I'd be like, why can't you convince? Where's the persuade check of, like, you need to go outside now? You don't like this post? Well, you know what you can do? You can go and do something else. I mean, yeah, we can do it with someone stealthy, but it does feel a little bit weird. The whole thing feels... The whole thing feels crap. So, I may go ahead with plan, replace Lae'zel with Asterion, and I think that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Cabinet key. Alchemist cabinet. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go and steal from that now. Not after all this bullshit. I mean, we could have kept doing it with the stealth, but at this point, I don't care. I just gotta get out of here and do something else, because that whole interchange just drove me just... Someone said they were able to, like, have a conversation and have it work. Did we do something differently in here? Maybe it was a class-based thing. Maybe you had to be a bard or some other thing to, like, get them to do something different. Did the rat say anything after? No, he was just happy. I mean, he said something technically, but not much. Which is, like... That felt like there was more of a trap than there... Or more of a quest than there was.
When they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint though.
I don't know if I have to disarm this trap. I can just go around it. But it's because it's using one of my toolkits, isn't it? Good roll. There's probably more to it in some context, but the whole thing, finding the rat outside, was stupid and annoying because it keeps moving around. I don't know why it made me so cranky, but it did. I hated every part of the interaction in that quest. Every single part of it, I hated. It wasn't even, like, if you're gonna have something that's a little tricky to do, like, you know, finding the rat, and even then, the rat didn't, I was hoping the rat would give us a way in that wasn't breaking and enter. And it wasn't. The rat was sort of just a breadcrumb to go into the building. Which is like, okay. So I guess we're still doing breaking and entering. Oh, those are the goblins out here that would be theft.
You're so gentle. That's not
Yeah,
how
and
I
like,
was taught.
Cruel words
really dull.
strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned the lesson after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
Yeah, I know we can skip dice rolls. How come we gotta reorder this? Let me over here. Then Shadowheart next. There we go.
Let's move. Another step forward. These tracks. Goblins?
I don't think there's ever been a stealth section in a game that hasn't just made me mad. And I really apologize that I got cranky, but the entire nature of that thing just was like, the entire thing was designed to be anti-Quill. Probably great for lots of other people. Exactly wrong for me. In every way, shape, or form.
You can't be serious. It's the Howling
Happy with this game, stealth stuff non-intuitive, you have to use turn-based mode. That's true too, with the vision codes.
I must reek of a little.
Sure, but think of the stories you'll be able to tell.
One thing I would very much like is to have a... Okay, no, it's here. All right. I was going to say, because you can get the conversation log when you're in a conversation, but for these just like random overland conversations like this, I wanted to see the chat log. Is this the Owlbear Cave? Yeah, the only reason, again, I was flipping through some videos. I got kind of spoiled on the fact that there was a thing there and that restoration was the solution. Although the person I was watching also didn't realize that you could do it. It was chat that sort of had to guide them to do it. So it was like, there's not a lot of guidance for that entire exchange. You try heal first and the heal doesn't work. Only restoration. Ruin of the Eagle. Oh, hello. Is that the ruin? We need to open the door in the little Druid cave in their circle.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign.
Oh, these are laser beams! I keep trying to hit space to go to turn-based mode, but that doesn't work. The laser beam statues, that's right. Tracker worm. Okay, so we got goblins in here.
Well, at least we got the Druid to keep ourselves entertained.
If you're a Pally Cleric, you actually get Let Me Heal with Magic Dialogue option, but not a Druid, even though we have access to the same spells. Yeah, that's really fucked up then. It's weird.
When he was screaming.
So yeah, we just took a crap ton of damage and I'm on fire here. I do have a vague memory of this from one time in early access, but that's about it. This has got a flaming barrel here, so that's going to be more fire effect. I guess we could just pull back and just try to kill this from range. I feel like is the thing to do here. We don't know how far it can fire, but clearly around here. So I'm just going to pull back as much as I can. I don't know, hamstring shot shouldn't make a difference here. We got high ground. Oh. Oh, they're tough. I don't remember that being a thing. I know when we did this in way early access, yeah, I don't think it had the sturdy trait because we were about to blow up all these statues. So I could do a sneak through here, depending on how the statues actually spot things. Exit turn-based mode and just pull back.
No time to rest.
Oh good, I made my saving throw.
Awake and alert.
Keep a blade close.
Is there a command to just split one person off? Because I know what I can do is I can toggle group mode, and then I could, like, regroup other people by doing this. But is there a way to just split someone off from the group?
Trust me.
Because that might be handy. G? G just breaks one person out. Thanks.
Leave no trace. Just like old times.
I expect this won't work, but let's give it a try. Maybe it will. How are these things spotting? But I'm not sure that I want to go and be in here.
Give him something to cry about.
Don't wear his voice out. We still need answers.
Oh, they do have a person. I mean, so from a gaming point of view, from a meta point of view, I'd be like, okay, well, we can leave and come back later or something like that. But from a let's roleplay the characters here, we're seeing this actively happen. So presumably this is, you know, real time. And if we don't intercede, something's going to go on. They've got a druid there. Also, I want this rune of the eagle. This is an eagle. Oh, is it a pattern? I thought this was maybe... Oh! Oh, this is completely different from when I was in here in the original early access.
For a man wearing leaves.
It's completely different.
Set him on fire.
Okay. I thought this was the thing we could bring back and open up the Druid Grove, but no.
At least things have stayed interesting. I've got a long road ahead. Very well.
You guys are gonna stay back here. Hang on. Will, visibility, and turns. Oh shit! It's a touch. Well, if a fight starts, a fight starts. Okay.
Well,
you guys pull back over here.
To keep ourselves entertained.
Let's start moving here.
Boring. Let's find
Can I reach
another
this?
one.
Ooh, maybe with a jump. Can I make that jump?
Oh, this was more fun when he was screaming. Could wake him up by chopping off a toe.
Yep, there we go.
That'd be funny. Yeah. Give him something to cry about.
Don't wear his voice out. We still need answers.
I should have given him super jump to get over there. On the other hand, these guys, I'm still invisible. Only for 3 turns.
Minthara's gonna skin us.
2.
No one knows about this damn weapon. Yeah, she'll kill us dead if we go back without it.
There you go. I wonder what the perception checks are doing. I guess it's highlighting the statues. Did I miss a button?
That's why I've been stabbing all the rats. Might be spies.
1. Because there's 2 of them over there. Dead human. I don't see another glowing blue panel right now. All right, so now that those are done, we're going to be ready to get into some fighting, is what we're going to do.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Hey, Dodge, thanks for the sub. So I should be able to get over here with Asterion. And there's partial light, but no one's, no vision cone, and theoretically an obstacle. I'm down by the water after jumping. Because there was one here, Rune of the Wolf, which is there.
Hey,
I don't
Quill,
know about
pay
this
attention.
one
There's a
here.
new subscriber.
So if we can manage to sneak up on this guy, we could do a shove off the cliff. That is 100% true. We'll do pretty well with the high ground with most people here. Although that might open up Asterion to too many attacks. Eldritch Blast. Well, we don't have Eldritch Blast with a shove. I think I'm going to get Del to come around here.
On my way.
And just get in a closer position here. damage, technically. Because we're going to want him to be ready to do melee stuff. Just mud, that's fine. Shadowheart can mostly do range things up here. That's going to be fine.
Unseen as I was taught.
A hero at heart. Silence is golden. Not a peep.
Then I'm going to want to end turn. Not that I think it matters, because I think it'll roll initiative when we start combat. But I just want to make sure. There you go. We're all fresh for the start here. And I think I'm going to start with Will. Where's the Hex? There you go, which is a bonus action. I don't know if we're hexing any particular thing here. I suppose dexterity, because we could use with Shadowheart, she could use her flame summoning thingy. Yeah, well, if I cared about the shove, but this guy's got like 7 HP. We're just gonna kill him. Okay, we do have the surprise round. Good. Seriously, even with the surprise. I guess flat-footed's not really a thing. There we go, that's done.
Two steps at a time.
Ooh, while you're here.
Time to push my luck again.
Sorry, I didn't mean to end your turn. Oh, that's why it's not. Okay, hold on. I forgot I had to click, select the type of hex. Okay, now you're done.
Even catch my breath.
And for Dell, I think I'll probably ranged attack and then shapeshift. Is probably fine. I'm gonna get disadvantage. Oh, outside normal range. Oh, and the mud is slowing. Well, that's unfortunate.
Have to keep going.
There we go. Ah, concentration broken on the hex. Such a shame. All right, hardly a big deal though. So it'll be 75% anyone. Let's hit the one in the back. Got the most hit points, although he didn't die to that. I don't feel like I need to move Will. I think I'm happy with where he is.
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
Wait, the rest of the party's not in combat? Oh shit. I was wondering about like why the rest haven't gone yet. I guess because they were still hidden. Ah.
To concentrate.
There we go. They were still stealthed. I hadn't realized. Mike, why is Will getting to go again? There we go. I have heard great things about the assassin, which we didn't pick here, but maybe I shoulda.
This is my
because that was very cool. Sorry, I'm getting disadvantages because I'm ensnared.
Watch your back.
So Bear Dell did take a ton of damage, but that's fine.
Open up. Best be on my way.
Findle. Oh yeah, I want to do the talking. Yeah, I better drop out of this form anyway. It's pretty damaged, so.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
Cure wounds.
Thank you.
Hey, there we go. Regain hit point. Did you short rest?
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
So this is intended to be a druid grove, I guess. How did the goblins slip into the grove? Was no one looking for you? I was surprised the goblins didn't get you on sight. Why didn't they? Well, they wanted info, apparently. I'm here to finish where they started. How did the goblins slip into the grove?
It's my fault. I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Folk hero, timely rescue. Will is inspired. All right, loot, loot, loot. Now, there was more loot to be had. However, before we do that, a couple of things. I'm going to drop Lesser Restoration. I'm going to drop Cure Wounds. I'm going to put in Healing Word again. Are people standing in acid? I was going to say I could create water to get rid of this. Maybe I will. Or maybe we can just jump from here. So Long Strider. Let's put Enhanced Leap in for a second here. I'm going to drop... I do want to be a little bit more combat oriented here as we go around. And a lot of these were social ones. Or we can swap those back in if we need to. The Enhanced Leap, I won't necessarily need all the time, but I want the Long Strider all the time, that's for sure. Because I want to put it on my only people.
Let's see
hey,
if
Plain
the
Coast.
automatic narrator can parse bad puns correctly. Why did the lisping drow bard tell a bad joke? For the lolth.
Why did the lisping drow bard tell a bad joke? For the loath.
Here goes nothing.
So if we get ourselves all Long Striders. And also, let me degroup myself.
No one stopped me
and give me the Enhanced Leap. Not that I have the best strength in the party, but that's still fine. Loot the human with a charred key. Long dead corpse. Interesting. With me selected, it ungrouped the entire party.
No time to dally.
Oh no, G is still ungrouping everyone.
All right.
Not just a single person.
Breathe deep and move.
There's a rune near this rune here. The one we already turned off. Oh, speak with dead. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, not as bad as it could have. And away I go.
Oh. Okay, I thought he was going to walk through acid again. How you die, buddy? For the first time using Speak with Dead. Oh. Someone's already asked him his 5 questions. Yes, I know you can drag the portrait out. That's what we're doing. But then I complained, like, would it be... Because it's a little finicky to do the drag. You know, because it's like, hold on, how far do we have to... There it is to break it, you know? And then I asked for a key and people said G, which it seems to be ungrouping the whole party as opposed to just a single person. So.
No one back home will ever believe this.
I didn't loot you, although we'd have to walk through the acid again.
Wonder if the gods
Let me
are
just do it by
watching me.
myself here.
Seems like the best way.
Just come back up there. And then we'll go back down. If there's anything else, it's going to be in that direction. Oh, I guess we need a Asterion for this, actually.
Step carefully.
Oh, there's a trap.
There's a trap. Well, hello.
Well, hello indeed.
Let's be quick.
Over here. I don't want to waste a... Hold on. Is any chance that create water is a ritual spell? No, of course not. Ah, that's too bad.
Tread lightly.
So, presumably here, the contextual button is disarm. I don't have to do a right click or anything. Yeah, seems fine. DC 10, you've got so many positives, we're not worried about it. I know that acid strips away armor. I assumed it was also doing damage, but if it was just reducing armor, maybe that's the reason that the characters weren't too worried about walking through it. Still locked. Oh, the charred key is for this. Okay, so we don't actually have to pick it. Nature's Snare is a quarterstaff, fly trap, chance to ensnare target if it's not a plant or a beast. Well, let's send that to Dell. Does at least use a magic weapon? Orc Fang.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I mean, it doesn't have a plus to hit or anything, and a lot of times he's going to be in animal form, but he may as well carry it, because why not?
Traps, please.
I like how we have to crawl on top of the bins to get to some of these. Oh, it's a water barrel. So we could go and move this all the way down there to clear that, but I'm not gonna. Another water barrel there.
Light on my feet.
There's definitely something like generating some sort of blue tinty glow. Occasionally there's some reflection in the water. Occasionally some reflection over here. And yeah, it looks like the acid is just like a condition of AC, so we don't have to worry about running in and out of this thing. But I'm not... People are saying... I know I could throw it, but I'm not going to bother. People are saying they see blue things over here, but as far as I can tell, it's just the occasional reflection. I don't see anything else of value over here. If anyone wants to be specifical about it, you can let me know, but I'm not really seeing anything that actually stands out as an intractable. You couldn't find anything down there, and then hit the button you hit and corpse you looted. Okay. So I think there's a back way into the Druid camp.
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of ya.
Oh! Back to Saza here. Rotting basket with a rotten mushroom in it. I mean, single use. Can I use it for crafting or anything? Oh. Where does this go? That's interesting. I assumed I was going to have to jump here.
Boring. Even your cages are boring.
I mean, I guess that's a path.
I don't like the look of that mushroom. I should stay clear.
Explosive mushroom.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids and your birdies and your...
This might just be a way out of this prison. I'm going to go ahead with plan, like, we don't have to go this way. Although... There we go. Just in case I end up coming this way later. Yeah, breaking into the prison, yeah. Tell you what we can do, actually, from here. We can just head back to here. Save ourselves some walking through the tunnel or anything of the sort. There we go. Let's do this. Side area missed in the cave up on the ledge. Was there?
It was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Where did we miss? Is it actually worth coming back here? Side area missed in the cave, up on a ledge. I mean, there's ledge here. We did see the heavy... Oh, there was this area over here. That's true. That's right. I remember seeing this earlier. Is there anything here? Oh, there's another stone door. Okay. That is interesting. Where does it lead? Enclave Library.
Watch how you go.
Oh! There's a lot of traps. They have poison cloud. Oh! Is this actively... No. Okay, I think I have to rebind this to, like, just spacebar or something, because I keep hitting space to try to pause real quick.
Careful, I bite.
We don't have anything that we can put on this right now, is there? I'm sorry, 30? Okay. I mean, yeah, we almost made it. No, we're not going to roll again here. We could just go around this and open this and access... This is... Okay, this is an area we can walk into this normally. So it is interesting that it's here.
Never a dull moment.
But I don't think there's any good reason for us to do this. Yeah, maybe with guidance we might have been able to do it on that one, but... I don't think there's any good reason to go through this right now. I mean, thanks for pointing out that it's there, because it's interesting to see it, but... Meh. I'm trying to get back to the story. You get to the other side of that, that's just the Druid Enclave place. That's all it is.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do, Bray?
Yeah, I don't need to pre-test anything.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Yeah, just not a step closer. Reason hope in your hands. What happened to your friend? Medicine. His wounds look deep. I might be able to help. So at some point we have to decide if we are using the Illithid powers or not. Here's the thing. It does feel like they're out of character for how I mentioned Delures, but I think that possibly our character is going to be influenced a little bit by this thing in his brain, potentially changing him. You know, and that's happened before, right? We get other feelings. When we interacted with the machine to let Shadowheart out of her pod, there was this whole thing in terms of, like, you know, all of a sudden, like, feeling a sense of authority and pushing it forward. And so clearly that does happen. And yeah, I don't know the implications one way or another. Like, I don't want to meta that way one way or the other. But vibe-wise, I don't know. Like, I want to experience that part of the game, but that might depend on the context, and it might also be another playthrough kind of thing. Here, we do have some wisdom. It's not great, because we don't actually have the skill for it. But we can do this. I don't think we've got our Owl's Wisdom anymore. But let's go ahead and get that back. Or get that going on at all. And we'll get a guidance over here. I mean, it's pretty easy to do. But Owl's Wisdom sticks around, so I kind of like throwing it on. Yeah, so Alexis, no fucking spoilers, please. At all. We're 100% strict. 100%.
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with
I
you.
feel like people have had all weekend to play the game now, and we're getting a very different vibe in chat today, which is leading to much less organic Let's Play and somewhat less interesting. Oh, does he have a worm in his brain too? I think here we're going to hold the stair. We're going to try to make contact.
Your minds intertwine.
I mean, I know that was only a mechanical spoil. Well, not really.
And Brenner, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He is a true soul. Mind him. He will. He.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
Yeah, I might have to. I don't know. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe I'm in a strange mood today, but I think it all started. I feel like maybe I'm letting myself get micromanaged too much, which then led to frustration in the whole little cabin with the rat. Maybe I should just focus on telling Dolores' story, and it'll go back to better flow and more organic gameplay that we were having for the first couple of streams. I think that's probably better. We'll see. So I mean, I'm not. Well, maybe I'm a true soul, right? I'm mistaken. I'm no true soul. Maybe I am a true soul. I'm not saying that. I think, we're not necessarily going to shoot that down immediately, because this seems like the sort of thing we want to work with, right? Maybe a little. Again, not taking advantage of people, but we'll take advantage of the situation, and then hopefully do good things for these people. You know what? Explain this Absolute to me.
What? Are you testing us?
Yes, it's a test.
The Absolute is our goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, true soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
Oh, I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
I mean, if we were playing Quill from our Baldur's Gate, like 1 and 2 playthrough, 100% he'd be into this. And that would be an interesting, if I had just made a wizard and Quill and done it as sort of a thematic continuation of our BG 1 and 2 evil runs, he would eat all this stuff up. And not in a Dark Urge way, right? Like, I want to do a Dark Urge playthrough as well. But I also want to do a more power-hungry, less benevolent run. Not necessarily evil, but, a little bit more, a little greedier kind of thing. Crude summary: I'm more of a faith novice. So yeah, if we want to do a little bit of subterfuge, mistake no truthful. Yes, number 3. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for the Druid Halcyon. Why are you out here? The wilderness is dangerous. Actually, I might say 4 here. Why are you out here in the first place?
We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here.
These fugitives, tell me more.
We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost.
Promise to I mean, that's true. Because we might be able to get like a guided entrance into wherever they're from, right? It's like, yep, you found us. Bring us back to your camp now. Da-da-da-da-da. Although I'm still interested in this question, but I'm going to go with 3 right now. I'm a survivor of that crash. Looks like you found me.
You? Brenna, kill him!
What? Wait, what? Did I miss? I thought you were here to rescue us. Oh, can I get the combat log back in here? They were looking for survivors to kill them? Oh, he fooled us. All right. I'm surprised that he fooled us, but okay. Where
do I go from here?
If you guys want to sacrifice yourselves, I guess that's fine too. I'm just going to shillelagh this one up. Find survivors and give them your XP. Yep. That's okay. One of the things that Dell is here to do, though, is to provide some adjacency bonuses. So yeah, that's going to be it. I mean, I've got a bonus action left. Oh, wait, I don't. Oh, right. I shillelied. Okay, done.
And run.
Discussion logs in the journal. Oh. Oh, wait, hold on. You're right. They're called fugitives. Right, that's why. Fugitives. Because I was just thinking of this line, right? Anyone survived this crash bound to be injured. I thought, oh, they're there to look for the injured people and bring them back. But no, they're looking for fugitives. So that's why they thought it was us. Okay, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I have Astarion selected. We're going to do this. It's going to get the sneak attack because of the flank. I know flanking's not a thing, but that's going to be fine.
You're mine.
Oh my god. What'd you roll? Oh, I hate that you can't mouse over that to get the info. Yeah, you rolled a 4. Well, you got a 10. The AC's only 11. Actually, this is just embarrassing then.
Talk to me.
I don't really feel like we need to whip out any spells for this situation. I mean, if it wasn't the fact that we're just missing all the time, skewing's pretty good. She could go in melee. She does have the Watcher's Guide that can do some funky things. This could also just be a firebolt situation. Our chance to hit in melee is a little bit better. Kind of 6 of 1, half a dozen. All right, go in there in melee. She missed too. At least she'll have True Strike for her next attack. We do have a bonus action available. I could do a shove here. I don't think there's any good reason to do that. No, we'll just go ahead and spacebar. And I guess you'll get your spell slots back when we short rest, but you don't have it right now, so that's okay. We could do Vicious Mockery, but you know what's also pretty effective at making people feel bad? Eldritch Blast. There you go. Ooh! Yeah, we'll start with Astarion. If he hits, it should be a kill with the sneak attack and everything. There you go. Yeah, that's why I like magic missiles so much, because I hate missing. Now, we've got extra bonus actions and stuff here, but we don't... I think this thief might, at some point, get to use a bonus action to attack. I'm not sure. We just get the extra bonus actions here. And I'm still wondering if maybe I'll respec Astarion to Assassin and give it a go. Because I do know it's very strong. You guys just have clearly witnessed that I don't like doing the stealth minigame, but it is clearly very good. We're pretty injured here, so rather than continue with shillelaging, we're just going to go ahead and drop the bear form. So that we've got a fresh pool of hit points at 30. He does have... Interesting, it says high defense. I wonder what brings it up. Is it any time you have under a 60% chance to hit, it just got the extra thing in there to about high defense? Because, like, why do you need that reminder? I guess it's letting you know that you're not having a low hit chance because of, like, environmental things or something like that. It's because they legit have high AC. I'm just trying to figure out the logic for why they'd list it. Because it is, you know, kind of obvious just from the number.
Need to act fast.
We could use Sacred Flame on this guy. Yeah, there we go. Much better. So here, because his AC is good, but his dex isn't great, it's much easier to try to Sacred Flame this guy. Because he's got to make a dexterity saving throw, which he's kind of crap at. I don't need to move. If he wants to come around and hit her, like, that's all fine.
Back.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason I would. Let's get a hotkey going on for Eldritch Blast, and I can cast it by hitting one. Now, don't hit Quill. He still has decent AC against this, but... I mean, missing this guy was a little more legit. Missing the one with AC... You throw acid at me? How rude. Yeah, I'm not going to use... I'm just going to keep trying to stab this guy. Yeah, that's fine. All right. Non-lethal damage is reserved for people who are smarter than these people. Leather armor, mace. I mean, it'll sell for a few bucks, I suppose. What do you have here? Gold, salami, bottle, pork sausage, shaft of a broken spear. I mean, it's worth 15, I guess, is a thing. And Andric has got chainmail and a longsword. I mean, we'll grab it because we can. Yeah, I guess I want to speak to dead. I gotta shift out. I'm expecting it's not going to be useful again, but we'll see. Let's speak with Edwin, who died. Recast Speak with Dead. Speak with a different corpse without expending a spell slot. Is it an all-day thing? Oh, yeah, until long rest. Okay. That's cool. Do you have something to say for a change?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Now, this is interesting because I'm wondering if we're going to speak to the body without the influence of the worm anymore. Because at first I'm like, well, what's the point? They're just going to be like drinking the absolute Kool-Aid. But this guy might not be affected by that anymore because maybe his worm died along with him. Unless I accidentally cast Speak with Dead on the worm. But let's assume we're talking just the body. Now, I don't really... If we've only got 5 questions, I don't know if it's worth asking who you are. The what were you doing here might be redundant with things. The anything valuable around here is kind of interesting. So we're going to do this. Are they the valuables? Okay, fair enough. What were you doing here? Oh! Oh, you're not going to say you were hunting for fugitives. That's much more useful than I expected. What do you know about this weapon?
Crashed from the sky. Taken.
At first I thought the nautiloid.
Infidel.
But if it was taken by infidels, what is the weapon? Alright, what can you tell me about the Absolute?
Do not fight her. Power. Such power.
And, what's 2 plus 2? Who are you?
Druid. A true soul. A chosen.
The spell's power wanes.
Well, that would have been an interesting thread to pull.
Questions.
If we hadn't wasted the... what valuables are around here? Friendship is the only true No.
That helped.
Empty, empty. We got some mugwort over here, which we're gonna grab.
Fit in my pack.
Rogue's morsel. Ooh. Gotta pick all the shrooms. Okay, we got a bridge over here.
How much
Cute little
farther
thing.
can I go?
I don't think there's anything there. Oh, a pouch.
What's inside?
The other corpse is also glowing. Did I miss a lootable corpse? Oh, a shield! Hey, perfect.
A hero at heart.
There you go. It looks stupid, but you're gonna wear a shield because you're a human. You can.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Otherwise, you've been down there.
With haste.
Did I not pick up one of the corpses? No, I looted all those. All right, there's a weird glow on Brenna for some reason. But just a weird cosmetic thing. The glow means you can speak with that. Wait, really? What? So, if I try to speak with that, this one, is it going to do nothing? Because he's not glowy.
The corpse has nothing to say.
Oh, shit.
The corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Did I get the killing blow on you even? I'm not even sure that's the case. No, Brenna was killed by Asterion, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, I guess we're all responsible for the death. But that is interesting. So, okay. Slightly growing corpse. Presumably if we have the spell sort of on, right? If we cast it at all during the day. Yeah, so we have the recast Speak with Dead. Presumably while this is on, we'll see a glow.
Might be useful.
We get some fun flavor text here with Asterion and the running water. I seem to remember something like that. Did he take damage from this in the early access? Did he take a couple points of damage from crossing the running water? I strongly feel that was the case. Is this climbable?
Owlbear tracks. Its nest must be nearby.
Oh, there's the cracks. Yeah, well, the big giant hole, yes. Is this... Yeah, let's go up here for a sec. Hello, beehive.
Hiding here.
I don't think I've ever seen this area before. Yeah. Destitute clothing. Well, we can put it on people, see what it looks like. Can I use the fishing rod? No, I can't equip the fishing rod. Thin crack runs the length of this elm rod. Oh, I thought there was going to be a fishing minigame. There's a dog! Hang on. Very important. Did I not go and reset these two spell slots? After I was making some changes? Okay, speak with animal. Animal friendship. Speak with animal, go. Oh, there's a dead person over there. I wonder if that was their friend. If the dog is a fur baby, does that make it their skin parent?
Something's on my mind.
Hey, Scratch. Come here. Aww. Did they
Keep moving, stranger. Quietly.
What happened here?
I told you to go.
No, but perception. Peer at his collar. Oh, probably have his name on it. Intimidation? No. Druid plus persuasion. Calm friend, I mean you no harm. I understand your fear, but I promise I mean you no harm. How are these two different? How are 3 and 4 different from each other? I'm gonna go with 4. Well, I'm getting advantage because I'm a druid. It is a 15. I mean, we're definitely going to throw in the guidance, and I guess that's it. So certainly no guarantee. Okay, no, it'll be fine now, because even with just a 1 from the guidance, it's going to be enough. It's tight. Barely succeeded, but we got there.
There's death in your scent.
I mean, yeah.
But not in your words. Still, you should go. My friend is injured. He needs rest.
You do have a really cool collar. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't think he's going to wake up.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Hey, Chaotix, thanks for the sub.
Of course he will. And then we'll return home.
Oh, man. Man, Shadows. What's your name?
He calls me Scratch. You can do the same.
I do really like that name for a dog. So, what happened to your friend?
We were attacked. Cackling, furry things on 2 legs.
Furry
things? It was strange, rotten, evil.
You know the creatures he describes.
Oh!
No.
We hadn't encountered any gnolls, so I wasn't expecting it. But cool. Nature check with a -1, I think. Come on, you can travel with me if you like.
No, I won't leave him.
I really don't want to just shout at him. So, if he doesn't wake up, follow my scent. I have a camp. I like that.
If it comes to that, I may. Thank you.
We have a ball at camp and everything. I hope you don't mind. This might get weird, Scratch. But we're going to try to speak with Dead here. Which is going to make it a lot harder to convince the dog that this guy is dead. But we need to know. We need answers.
Regards you lifelessly.
All right, I'm going to go with who are you? In this case, we actually do care because maybe he's got, you know, family, something should know. I mean, why were you in the forest? What happened to you? These are good questions, but I do want to start with who are you in this case.
Gumwick.
All right. Why were you in the forest?
Let us delivery to Baldur's Gate.
I mean, wouldn't that be on him? What happened to you? I mean, we kind of know where he's been attacked. But if they're not on him for some reason, I should have looted him first.
In Bank Standard.
Unless the gnolls took it. I wonder if it was a hit job, as opposed to just a random ambush. All right, what happened to you?
Pack of gnolls. Claws. Teeth.
He's clearly some sort of courier. And we don't know that he's from Baldur's Gate personally. I say this, again, because, you know, here we might just want to know about family.
From...
Ah!
Triel.
I don't know where Triel is.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I'm gonna loot you now. Oh, you do have some notes on you. Leather boots. Gomwick. Oh, okay, this is to him. Be doubly careful on your way back to Baldur's Gate. I've received more reports of attacks on travelers throughout the region. I can't have my best messenger wind up face down in a ditch somewhere. Watch yourself, better late than never. Postmaster General Danzo. Davin, it's a boy. He's healthy and perfect. I've named him after his father. Come back and see us as soon as you get leave. Love, Flora and Davin Jr. Have we met a Davin? Nine Fingers. I won't come back to the city, not while you have your thugs looking for me. If you want the debt paid, you'll have to trust me and collect it yourself. Go to the graveyard and look where an M. Kerwin is buried. Get digging, you'll find enough valuables to settle matters between us. Don't go looking for me. I'll know when I'm safe. S. Okay. Oh, we know where there's some treasure. What's this big yellow glowing area? Oh, just the radius. Hunt down Karlach. Interesting. But first... where's that cave? I got myself turned all around here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we did that, we did that, we did that. Okay. And then we got distracted by seeing these guys. Let's backtrack a little here. Where's south? This way. There we go. Yeah, investigate the swamp. Twisted tree. Night song. Goblins. A little bit spoiler to have the locations of things. That's okay. Well, we have speak with animals, and we have animal friendship available to us. I'm not sure that's going to help us with the owlbear, but let's find out. Mod to remove the quest markers. Oh.
That stench. Fed owlbear prey, no doubt.
You can pick up more heavy stone. It's probably good as a makeshift weapon. You know, if you don't have any potatoes to throw at people.
How delicious. Ready or not. Step carefully.
So we can, you know, jump down here and do this, but we'll take the walk around. I remember some stuff with this. Vaguely.
Moving. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Moving ahead.
Oh, can be used to plug vents. Okay. Oh, there we go. Distressed. Is there any way to do this peacefully? Because it would feel great if I could. But it was never something I remember seeing in the, or doing correctly in the EA. But, you know, if anything's going to work, it's going to be the fact that we have Speak with Ant. Probably we're going to be fighting an owlbear in a second. But let's see what happens. I'm just going to try talking to it. I mean, I don't know if that'll work, but let's see what happens. We got a quick save. Probably this is going to be terrible. Yeah, Mama Owlbear with a little cub. Or an egg.
The quake of its heavy footsteps before you see it. An owlbear, its beaked face looming.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of animal friendship, like, because you can activate it in a conversation. Maybe it should have been a precast.
Something weak.
Oh, there we go.
Something tender.
There we go.
Won't even have to chew you before I feed you to my son. Soft meat.
Great voice. You're injured. There's still half a spear lodged in your head. Sorry, wrong cave. I'll be going. Move closer. Have your last meal, beast. You and your cub alike. No, we're gonna listen. I've read the is it The Lion and the Mouse? I can take that spear out.
It's a splinter. I've got a bigger threat.
Listen, splinters are serious business. Intimidation? Persuasion should allow me to leave. No. Druid, persuasion. You need rest. Let nature heal you. This is no time for a fight. Add bonus. Animal friendship. Which will give us advantage. So we don't need Eagle Splendor. Plus, this would drop. I don't. I guess she's not maintaining the Owl's Wisdom. We'll throw the guidance in there. Oh, it's only DC 5? Seriously? Hang on. Who needs to spend a spell slot on Animal Friendship? DC 5? We literally can't lose. Because even on a 1 on a skill check, it's not an auto-fail. Unless Baldur's Gate isn't following actual D&D rules. But 1 is an auto-miss in combat, but not for skill checks. Is that what they did in BG3? That 1 is an auto-fail? But it's not supposed to. Okay. I mean, people are saying... The thing is, people play D&D as if a 1 is a failure for skill checks. But it's not. It's a common misconception. But maybe they did it that way in Baldur's Gate 3. Okay. All right. So there we go.
Fight? You'd be a plaything, not worth the trouble. You can go, but you make one wrong step and I'll rip you to shreds.
Yeah, but I was going to help you with the spear. Also, I really want the pet owlbear cub. What happens if I get closer? Climb up and around. That seems useful. No. There's a whole elevated area over here. I'm not convinced that it leads anywhere. Although at least we could, like, jump down on the other side and maybe not get aggroed. It doesn't auto-jump across it. Oh! I mean, come on. I gave you personal space. Come on. I mean, we could have gone stealth, but... I mean, come on. But we do have the high ground. I'm just going to fight. I'm going to fight. We are close to the cub, and that's fair-ish, I suppose. It does look... I'm sorry. That's interesting. There's a stalactite over here we could attack. Could we use that to drop onto things in some scenarios? That is very fascinating. Huh.
Can't give up. Not now.
The chance of this. 75's not bad, because we could also do some invoke duplicity here. Which I kind of like. It is a full action, but it's a channel divinity. It's not a spell slot or anything. Will generate some advantage for us. Let's use it. We haven't really been using it very much. I'm not going to Shield of Faith right now. I'm not sure I'm going to do anything else with Shadowheart right at the moment. But as a result of advantage... Go. And likewise, I kind of don't want to go down there. I wonder if we could prevent the owlbear. Let me just flood this area here. Unless it might be able to just do a big jump to here, and I bet you it can. But I'm wondering if we can block it from being able to physically climb up.
Another fight. Let's go.
Yeah, doing a non-lethal is not a bad idea. Maybe we can use that to finish it off. We might end up sending Dell down here to provide some tankage. Oh, even the cub's aggro. Again, non-lethal. I think the cub breaks off of fighting if you do kill the mama bear, but again, I'd rather not do any of that.
On my way.
For now, just come over here.
What should I do?
I'm not going to Shield the Faith quite yet. Yeah, we'll toggle the non-lethal. I mean, I guess we could do it now. We don't have to do it until like the last possible second. And I think it does toggle it party-wide. Now, not all types of attacks do non-lethal damage, right? You can't non-lethal Eldritch Blast, for example. I don't. Although again, I guess I could have done the Dex if we wanted to do the flamey things. Oh, the Invoke Duplicity can move around. That's interesting. I don't know, just stay here. I don't actually have to select the sneak attack. We have it on automatic here. Oh.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Oh, it doesn't affect saving throws. Okay. Just opposed checks, opposed rolls. Doing bow stuff with Dell isn't his strongest, but so far it's working out being up here. Well, and then I say that and we miss, obviously. Firebolt, 60% chance. Sacred Flame, 55. We already have advantage, but I'm going to go ahead and unload a Guiding Bolt.
What did you do?
Sure, it's possible in BG3, but Trickery Clerics and eventually cast spells through the duplicate. Wow. Alright, so that soaks some attacks, which is good. Yeah, we're very much in a go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. So in pen and paper, you can only do non-lethal attacks with melee attacks. I don't know. It doesn't specify anything like that here, so hopefully what we're all doing is non-lethal damage, even with attacks that don't make sense. I have no idea. That was a terrible, terrible amount of damage. You should feel shame.
never easy.
Let's finish this.
Mouse over the actual ability, so like over here for the passive. Oh, must be armed or using melee weapons. There we go. Okay, so we are having to make sure to finish you in melee combat. Which is a dangerous proposition, but we're going to give it a go since they're getting a little lower here.
Down with you.
You'll have True Strike primed. I'm going to move her and leave some room here. Yes! Tiny claws! Oh my god! Tiny claws! Alright, yeah, just get down there in melee. There we go. Okay. It's asleep.
What path lies before me?
And lootable? Oh, see? There you go. We knocked it out so we can take the spear out. I feel like I want to heal it, but I think it would wake up if we did, so let's leave it alone for a minute.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I'm going to take the owlbear egg, though. I mean...
An owlbear egg. These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
Oh, the Oak Father's Embrace? Order of Nature. Undead creatures that hit the wearer receive radiant damage. Beasts that hit the wearer deal additional. Wait, I'm sorry. So we take more damage from beasts, but reduce damage from undead. Where'd the cub go?
More owlbear eggs. Already hatched. No point in taking these.
Where did the cub go?
Looks like a shrine to Seluna over there.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can feel its aura.
Right. That was like...
Won't yield its contents easily.
Pretty sure that was going to happen. But you have to poke it for science. See, I have a vague memory that you jump back there or something like that. But let's go ahead and read this book. An ancient tome detailing how Selûne came into being along with her sister Shar, the silver radiant Selûne and the dark alluring Shar, complemented each other and brought an orderly distinction between light and the dark universe. Yeah, I wonder if that happens every time. That's the true science thing. Well, it's purple stuff.
Something over there.
There we go, the prayer sheet. First, let me read the Genesis here. The dusty volume that speaks of the conflict between the sibling goddesses Selûne and Shar after Selûne ignited the sun and brought life-sustaining light and warmth into the universe. A prayer dedicated to Selûne, imploring all to accept the Moon Maiden's blessings and share in her bounty.
Just an old prayer.
Religion fail, but certainly... What? Oh, is that your hex? Over your head?
Well met.
I mean, we've met before, but... That must just be that he has his hex sitting idle. So now that I've seen the prayer... I don't accept Moonblight, yeah. Doesn't actually give the instructions for how we do it. We got a candle, we've got incense, and a chalice. We do have to offer up a prayer, and yeah, no, Shadowheart's cranky about it. I think she'll disapprove, but... how do we use the ritual? Now, he sucked at religion, so maybe that didn't help.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Can you read it?
Nothing but Selûnite prayer. How useful.
Okay. I guess we need someone to succeed at a religion check.
Nice. Looks
there we
like an
go.
old prayer.
So he succeeded. Oh, wait. No, he failed. But we completed her Gift of Silver Inspiration. So no one succeeded yet. Asterion, can you do it?
A prayer to dear old Selûna.
Oh, the chest isn't glowing anymore. Oh, so we did do it. But everyone failed. Nice. Time to see what's inside. Did Shadowheart do another check and not fail? Shadowheart doesn't fail. Probably just high DC. It says Shadowheart failed the religion check. But I guess maybe because she recognized it, it ended up succeeding anyway?
You should leave it. Or even destroy it, if possible.
Does that seem weird? It definitely said, I mean, it's right there in the log. She failed her check, but at some point it, all right, unbuggered the chest. Weird. I think it might be a bug, just like we had the weird, unable to crawl through that hole, like even in a tiny form kind of thing, which feels like a bug. Yeah, don't be ridiculous. There could be something useful here. She's not going to be happy. You know what? Hold on. But why?
This rubbish is an offering to Selûna. At best, it's worthless. At worst, who knows? Could be cursed. Do not trifle with that moon witch or her trinkets. Only trouble will follow.
Why do you care so much? I'll do as I please. Can't just abandon a resource we might need. Be sensible. I'm going to say, why do you care so much? All right, good. You got it. No. No, we tried it with something small. It was just glitched. It wasn't giving the proper error message or anything like that. The badge is not even that small, but we tried it as a cat.
I should have stayed quiet. You want the truth? Fine. I worship Shah, Mistress of the Night, Selûna's twin and foe.
We only find that out now? I thought we found that out early in
Please don't make
EA.
a big fuss about it.
Heavens forbid.
Maybe not.
We're all entitled to our secrets.
Maybe we only knew because we could look at her character sheet. I'll decide whether to make a fuss or not. Hard to trust someone who's holding out on me. You could have told me how long we were going to keep the secret. I didn't agree to join up with a Shar worshiper. Don't care what you worship, be a bigger problem. I mean, that is true, but I think I'm going to punish two here. You could have told me how long were you going to keep this secret.
Forever, ideally. And you assume too much about what I can and cannot tell. Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It is our code, our creed, our shield. I even keep secrets from myself. I had my memories suppressed, so that nothing I know could be used against the Dark Lady.
What?
Once I prove myself, my memories will be restored. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit.
Is that...
Though, perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind.
I was going to say, is that what's locked inside your D20, your memories? Or is the reason you can't open it is because you don't have you don't remember how to? You know, let's see how open-minded I can be then. Tell me more.
Talk to me later. We've got more pressing matters to see to right now.
I can't disagree with that. That is true. I don't have another short rest available.
Let's get going.
What's next?
I guess the thing to do right now is to drop out Healing Word, pick up Cure Wounds. I mean, we should probably do a camp break here. I guess you don't need more healing. Okay. And then, yeah, we'll just drop the Cure Wounds, put in a healing word for combat.
Can't give up now.
Moondrop Pendant, Writhing Dance. When the wearer has 50% hit points or less, they don't provoke opportunity attacks. Well, that is quite cool. An Idol of Selune, Bloodstone. Bloodstone. Will can replace his eye. And a Selunite Rite. Helman describes the ancient initiation rites observed by some who worship the moon goddess Selune. When a youngster came of age, they would be left to fend for themselves deep in the wilds. There, they would show their skills of navigation and self-reliance, as well as their determination to return to the Moon Maiden's silvery glow. Once they find their way back to their people, their faith and standing as a follower of Selune would be beyond any doubt. Seems a little harsh, but...
coming of age rites. Barbaric nonsense.
I'm sorry, take all is leading to a sleight of hand check? That was unexpected. Oh, and make sure she doesn't see. Well, I wasn't actually intending to deceive her. The whole thing is, I want the openness. She can tell me what, what she believes in, but we're also going to do that. Is it really just that she doesn't get pissed off? It probably saves us from getting a disapprove message or something like that. So we're going with live omission. Yeah, it'll wake up at some point and, it's been bruised a little, but it doesn't have a spear sticking out anymore. We could have avoided the whole fight in the first place, but then we wouldn't have been able to loot that body, really.
Put my hands on everything.
So we could go back up that way. That is the Karlach thing, which I'm kind of curious about. Yeah, there's an area over here we never visited. What I think we might end up doing is we're going to have to take a break soon. We've gone 3 hours, which is longer than my normal Monday stream. I think it's probably time to wrap it up. Oh, there's an animal carcass here. Oh, with nothing in it. What a tease. The thing with the Karlach thing, hold on. Let's think about our characters and what we do here. Right? We still think we've got this worm in our head. That's got to be type priority. So either we're going for the Kresh, or what we're doing is we're trying to go for the Goblin camp here. To either see if we can get help from the Goblin Priestess, or at least rescue the Druid Halsin. Delores here is the leader of the party. He is a Druid. I think his biggest interest is to head towards Halsin. So I think we're going to do that first. Oh, the spearhead. Because we did have the, I think we've got another part of a broken spear somewhere. We have a shaft of a broken spear, and we have a head of a broken spear, which, has an eyeball on it. Combine! Hold on, let's examine. A gawking yellow eye is pierced on this broken spearhead. Vision of the Absolute. So it's a spear with no pluses innately. Absolute Knight. Blind targets that fail a dexterity saving throw. Deals an additional 2 to 12, so an extra 2d6, piercing damage to certain creatures that sport multiple sets of eyes. Okay. Oh, I guess it's already in my loot. Right over here. Okay. So when we do run into the Absolute, are they going to only have one eye, and the rest of it is on the spear? The tip of the spear strikes unerringly towards its target's eyes. Wonder if the eye, was it impaled in the owlbear's eyes? I don't remember where it was actually stuck into it. Yeah, it's going to be good for killing spiders, beholders. Huh.
I wonder what the next move is.
Interesting. Why is the vision of the Absolute doing more damage than the Watcher's Guide? No, okay. In the mouse over here, it's showing the damage if you were wielding it two-handed. Which is interesting. It's not taking into account that you're using a shield. Because the spears are versatile, so they can be one-handed or two-handed. So in this tooltip, it's showing as if you're doing 1d8 damage, but then once it's equipped, it's doing the 1d6 damage, which is fair. Game's giving us a lot of interesting spears. I like the Watcher's Guide a lot. Because the True Strike on the next turn seems really handy. The game treats unconscious NPCs as dead if you long rest, killing Owlbear Mother. If you want to avoid that, and you go back and heal her. What?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Alright, that seems... Let's drop a heal and then run. Hopefully it won't start combat.
Let's see.
We can heal at a range because of Healing Word. It's there. Yeah, I think the approach is just going to be over here. And then see if we can break combat afterwards. Dueling wielding spears does sound interesting. We can actually do it a little further away.
Let's get that patched up. Healed.
Oh, they have hit points.
She doesn't look much happier.
We did our best. Yeah, still KO'd. I know it had 1 HP. Like, it wasn't 0. I realized that. It was sitting it there, but... Hopefully that all works out for the best. Long rest in the cave. That seems like a terrible idea. I think we will be planning a long rest out a coffin and a spoon. A mug? What? Where'd this coffin come from? Maybe from that cart? Or did it just flow down from somewhere far away? The water's flowing down that way. I can't move the camera in this direction any further than this. I hope we get answers about this coffin at some point, because that's strange. Well, I was going to say, this might be a nice place to camp right next to the river. Now I'm a little less sure about the coffin. It's also quite close to the owlbear place still, but we might be that. For staring to sleep in, probably not inside the river, yeah. I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up the stream here. We're going to raid a Kiss for Luck stream, where in theory they are playing some Baldur's Gate over there. Next scheduled live stream is on Wednesday, where we will likely be playing some more Baldur's Gate. It's entirely possible I might be like, I want to play it tomorrow as well. So stay tuned to see if there's anything else going on. Oh, I forgot about the frickin', I've got my nurse appointment. I really do have to wrap this up. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.